Rakesh Chaurasia. Another round of cover-up. He gave media interviews. The police who let him give those media interviews have been punished, transferred in Vadodara. Where is this influencer brat called Orry? Police on the lookout for him. Anger over consumption of alcohol close to the Vaishno Devi shrine. And the Sunita splashdown. Sunita Williams homecoming in a few hours from now. The countdown begins. We have an exclusive input coming in on Orry from Jammu and Kashmir, but before that, pictures on this is exclusive pictures on Republic. Let me go across straight to that. The Prime Minister has met the US Intel Chief Tulsi Gabbard, who's in India. The first picture is coming in right now on your screen right now. The Prime Minister Modi has met Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard is in India and she has just met the Prime Minister a few minutes back. Tulsi Gabbard earlier also held a meeting with the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. And the Prime Minister a few seconds back met Tulsi Gabbard, and in his hand you see Sangam Jal. The Prime Minister has gifted Sangam Jal. Those are first pictures coming in on Republic TV. The first pictures of that meeting that you'll see anywhere across television right now as we speak. The Prime Minister has gifted Sangam Jal from the Mahakumbh to Tulsi Gabbard, the US Intel Chief, a few minutes back. She is in the national capital, and along with National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, met Intel Chiefs, 20 Intel Chiefs yesterday in Delhi. She spent the last 9 months in space. There has been so much of uncertainty around astronaut Sunita Williams returning to space, and she will be finally making a splashdown along with 3 other astronauts in a few hours from now. On Wednesday at 3:27 a.m. India time is when Sunita Williams, Butch Wilmore and 2 other astronauts will be making a splashdown to Earth. In fact, let me tell you the details of the other 2 scientists, the other 2 astronauts, I beg your pardon, who will be making a splashdown. You have Sunita Williams, Butch Wilmore, Nick Hague, and Roscosmos cosmonaut Gorbunov will also be a part of that team that returns to Earth. And I have with me Meela Mitra. Meela Mitra is a former NASA scientist joining us on this broadcast. Meela, good evening, and thank you for speaking to us. Meela is a former NASA astronaut joining us on the show. It's a big moment. In fact, we've been following the story of Sunita Williams first going to space, getting stuck in space, and waiting for help. And finally, this is such a big moment, Dr. Meela Mitra. I'm sure you've been following the story as well. How difficult is this homecoming?
As we know, it has gone through many glitches, starting from when they first left in June of last year. And at that point itself, there were, even the launch took a couple of turns before it went. And then, as we know, after docking and dropping off the astronauts, there was a helium leak and some propulsion problems. So that was the first glitch. In September, there was a possibility of their coming back, but even there was a problem of the, and so it has extended and it has become 9 months. So yes, now it is, now it will be a routine coming back. It should not be a problem at all. But unfortunately, they have been stuck for a while because the right the right vehicle has had to get there so that there can be an exchange and they can be brought back.
It also is very significant from an Indian standpoint. When I look at it, Dr. Meela Mitra, you have Indian roots as well. You're a former NASA scientist. You have NASA, one of the world's best space agencies, and they have had difficulties, and it is a private space agency, SpaceX, which is now bringing her back. Now, how significant is that, and what doors does it open up now as we look ahead in space?
See, a few years back, NASA changed their way of operation so that no longer were the NASA space shuttles bringing the astronauts back, but it was given over to private industry. And as part of that, SpaceX has sent several vehicles to ISS, to the International Space Station successfully. So for Boeing Starliner, it was the first mission, in fact, that Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore went in June, and that was actually supposed to be the certification mission for Starliner, and it developed some glitches, so it didn't work out. But yes, SpaceX has sent several missions. So this is, the privatization, and many of these, they have to work successfully, because the way the ISS works is astronauts go and stay there by rotation. So they go and stay for a few months, 6 months on average.
Yeah.
And the supplies have to keep going to them from Earth. So there is a constant rotation of astronauts and cosmonauts, as well as supplies going.
Yeah.
So there has to be a stable system of vehicles that bring them back and forth.
Yeah, my last question to you, like in sports, Dr. Mitra, they say that there is no boundaries of politics in space. You have a Russian cosmonaut also coming back, making a splashdown with Sunita Williams. What's the significance of that? Those who are watching this broadcast, what's your message that you take away from this splashdown?
So ISS, in fact, is one of the most international collaborations, because there are many countries involved from the start. And in fact, Sunita Williams was one of the people who went in the beginning, and she did several spacewalks to build the ISS from the beginning, building different components, and that's why there were spacewalks. But yes, at any time there are people from NASA, astronauts, there are people from USSR, and sometimes from ESA as well, and they work collaboratively, and they there are many experiments on board for microgravity, which is simulating experiments that can be done with the minimum gravity as a precursor to when astronauts go further out in space. So yes, it is a good collaboration, and there's always people, astronauts from all these different countries that come together and work together.
Dr. Meela Mitra, thank you for joining us on the broadcast, and we look forward here on Republic TV to getting you back as that countdown begins tonight. Of course, it will go all the way until Wednesday, 3:27 a.m.
Right.
India time. We look forward to getting you back. Thank you only for tonight, Dr. Meela Mitra, ex-NASA scientist, joining us on the broadcast. Okay, the second big, thank you, ma'am. Second big story that we are tracking on this show, the second exclusive input on this influencer brat called Orry, known for everything wrong in content creation. He's upset a lot of people by consuming alcohol near the Vaishno Devi shrine. It's illegal. He's been booked. We spoke this evening to the chief priest, to Padma Shri Professor Vaishwa Murthy Shastri. He's the chief priest at the Shri Mata Vaishno Devi Ji shrine. He's very upset about what Orry, the arrogant influencer brat Orry, has done. There's a huge controversy around this so-called influencer called Orry. And to discuss this controversy that reportedly took place in Vaishno Devi, I have with me Padma Shri Professor Vaishwa Murthy Shastri, who's the chief priest at the Shri Mata Vaishno Devi Ji shrine, joining us on the broadcast this evening. Shastri ji, namaste. मेरा नाम निरंजन है. First of all, ये जो हुआ है,
नमस्कार, प्रणाम।
इसके बारे में हमारे दर्शकों को आप बताइए, क्योंकि आजकल क्या हो गया है कि सब लोग इन्फ्लुएंसर बनना चाहते हैं। इन्फ्लुएंसर का ये टैग से बहुत सारे लोग इतना बर्बाद कर दिया है ये कंटेंट क्रिएशन का जो यूनिवर्स है, और ये जो करते हैं सबका वो कैमरा पे रिकॉर्ड भी करते हैं इस अश्लीलता को। तो ये जो हुआ है वैष्णो देवी श्राइन पे, इसका कहना क्या है आपको?
सर, इसमें यह है कि वैष्णो देवी का स्थान, वैष्णो देवी की गुफा, इसकी यात्रा और बहुत पवित्र यात्रा है और बहुत पवित्र स्थान है। इन स्थान पर किसी प्रकार का कोई नशा करना, किसी प्रकार का कोई ऐसे कोई पेय इत्यादि को लेना, ये बड़ा वर्जित है, मना किया हुआ है। और श्राइन बोर्ड के जितने भी अधिकारी हैं, या हमारे जो श्राइन बोर्ड के जो चेयरमैन हैं आदरणीय श्री उपराज्यपाल मनोज सिन्हा जी, उन सब ने बड़ी सख्ती से इस प्रकार की बात को कहा हुआ है कि कोई भी व्यक्ति कटरा में किसी प्रकार के नशे की बात या शराब की बात जो है वो न करे और ना वहाँ पर ले जाए। ये बिल्कुल मना है। और यदि इतना होने के बावजूद भी यदि कोई इस प्रकार की ऐसी बात होती है तो ये एक देखने वाली बात है कि वहाँ पर नशा कैसे चला जाता है और लोग कैसे कर जाते हैं। ये बहुत बड़ी बात। हमारा यहाँ पर एक विशेष बात यहाँ पर ये देखने वाली है कि भगवती वैष्णवी के दरबार में और जो इतने भी संकेत दिए जाते हैं, इतनी वार्निंग दी जाती है कि भाई जहाँ पर हर चीज़ के लिए मदिरा है, मांस है, अन्य कई प्रकार की अश्लील बातें हैं, वो सारी की सारी मना है। उसके होने के बावजूद भी ये ऐसा क्यों हुआ, किस लिए हुआ और किन लोगों की कमी है भी जिसके कारण से वहाँ तक इस प्रकार का नशा पहुँचा। क्योंकि श्राइन बोर्ड इस प्रकार की बात में कभी ढील देने वाला नहीं है। तो माता के दरबार में बिल्कुल स्वच्छ भाव से, पवित्र भाव से और एक भक्ति भाव से वहाँ पर जाना चाहिए। मैं तो ये कहूँगा कि जिस प्रकार दक्षिण भारत में एक दर्शन के लिए वहाँ पर बहुत से ऐसे मंदिर हैं जहाँ पर विशेष धोती लगा करके वहाँ पर जाया जाता है और तिलक लगा करके धारण करके जाया जाता है, इसी प्रकार की जहाँ की भी व्यवस्था होनी चाहिए। और इतनी यात्रा आती है, इतने लोग आते हैं, उनके लिए कुछ ना कुछ एक व्यवस्था बननी चाहिए। और उनका एक जो एक यूनिफॉर्म जो है कि भाई सलवार या कुर्ता लगा करके जाएं और या पैंट लगा करके ना जाएं, कोई भी बात धोती लगा करके ही जाएं। ऐसा बोर्ड जो है वो अपने निर्णय में कभी किसी प्रकार ले सकता है। क्योंकि हम इस प्रकार की बातों को एक निश्चित रूप से ये नहीं कह सकते भी ये नहीं होगा, लेकिन बोर्ड जो है और यदि इन प्रकार की बातों में सुधार करना चाहे तो निश्चित ही कर सकता है। मैं तो ये कहूँगा कि प्रत्येक व्यक्ति कोई भी जो जाए तो एक सद्भाव से जाए, मैत्रीपूर्व भाव से जाए, श्रद्धा से जाए, सद्भावना से जाए और जितने भी भक्ति भाव का जो उसका जो श्रेय है वो सारा का सारा उसको मिलेगा। लेकिन ये गलत बातें, गलत नशा जो है लेकर के माता के दरबार में जाना, वहाँ पर नशा करना और फिर माता से कुछ अपनी मनौती मानना, ये कहाँ तक संभव हो सकेगा। इसलिए मैं यही कहूँगा निरंजन जी आपसे कि दरबार में इस प्रकार की बातों का जाना, कटरा में इस प्रकार नशे का चला जाना, ये बहुत गलत बात है। इसके लिए हम सभी जनता को भी और कटरा वासियों को भी और सभी होटल वासियों को भी और श्राइन बोर्ड को भी हमें तटस्थ रहना चाहिए और तैयार रहना चाहिए कि इस प्रकार जिससे कि जनता की भावनाओं को ठेस पहुँचे, ऐसा कोई भी कदम हम जो है वो न करें और न ले जाएं।
थैंक यू। हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद प्रोफेसर शास्त्री जी। दैट इज प्रोफेसर शास्त्री हु इज जॉइनिंग अस इन द ब्रॉडकास्ट एंड
प्रणाम जी, नमस्कार। नमस्कार,
प्रणाम, नमस्ते। और मैं एक और बार कहना चाहता हूँ प्रोफेसर वैश्वमूर्ति शास्त्री जी, एंड ही इज द चीफ ऑफ द श्री माता वैष्णो देवी जी श्राइन, दैट पीपल लाइक Orry who went there and without caring about the sentiments, broke the rules. Now he's very upset about that. The chief priest is very upset. Tracking the story very closely here on Republic TV. The next story is from Vadodara, Gujarat. The next exclusive input. A few days back here on Republic, we questioned why the killer driver called Rakesh Chaurasia was allowed to give media interviews. And we were the only channel network that raised that question, questioning the police in Gujarat. There's been an impact on that story. 3 policemen who allowed the media interaction have now been punished. 3 of them have been transferred out for allowing the killer driver to give media interviews and distort the facts in the case.
रक्षित चौरासिया को इसमें अरेस्ट करके इन्वेस्टिगेशन किए हैं, लेकिन जो प्रांशु चौहान जो उनका को पैसेंजर था वो भी शंका के दायरे में है। उसके बारे में भी डिटेल्ड इन्वेस्टिगेशन हमने शुरू की है। ऑलरेडी उनका ब्लड सैंपल्स वगैरह भेजा गया है। फर्दर क्वेश्चनिंग, इंट्रोगेशन और उसमें कोई कॉन्टेक्स्ट में अपने को इंक्रिमिनेटिंग एविडेंस मिलेगी तो अप्रोप्रिएट एक्शन लिया जाएगा। इस इन्वेस्टिगेशन के दौरान कुछ ऐसा एपिसोड्स भी ध्यान पे आए थे जहाँ पे अपना जो स्टैंडर्ड प्रोटोकॉल होते हैं, जैसा अक्यूज्ड को एक्सटर्नल मीडिया के साथ इंटरेक्ट करने का मौका वगैरह मिला था, जो अपना स्टैंडर्ड इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग प्रोसीजर से डिविएशन था, तो कहीं उसके जो संबंधित जवाबदार पुलिसकर्मियों को हमने उस पुलिस स्टेशन से दूर किया है। ट्रैफिक ब्रांच में उनका 3 असिस्टेंट सब इंस्पेक्टरों को हमने बदली किया है।
There's another angle to this. He shouted another round. When you look at that video, another round has become the catchphrase. Now, in that video, people were asking why did he shout another round? There is some backstory to it, and we found an aspect of the backstory. It appears that in this killer driver's room, his name is Rakesh Chaurasia, and Rakesh Chaurasia's room, a Danish movie poster has been found. The Danish movie is called Druk or Another Round, a movie which promoted alcoholism was found in his room, according to some sources. And I have Manish Kumar joining us live from Vadodara. Manish Kumar ji, क्या ये सच है कि ये मूवी पोस्टर भी इसके रूम में मिला है?
वडोदरा में जब पुलिस ने इस चीज को लेकर इन्वेस्टिगेट किया, जब उसके घर के अंदर पुलिस के द्वारा जब चेकिंग की गई, तब एक पोस्टर जो है उसके रूम में लगा हुआ मिला है। ये जो सूत्रों के हवाले से जो खबरें मिल रही थी, उसके रूम के अंदर एक पोस्टर जो है वो लगा हुआ मिला है, जिसके ऊपर एक मूवी का उल्लेख है, और मूवी के उल्लेख में जो मूवी है उसका एक पार्ट है जिसके अंदर लिखा हुआ है अनदर राउंड। पर साथ ही साथ इस केस के अंदर भी चिंताजनक बात है, जब ये कस्टडी में था और कस्टडी के अंदर ही जब इसको पुलिस ने रिमांड के दौरान जब 1 दिन का रिमांड लिया, और रिमांड के जब दूसरे दिन जब सुबह के टाइम जो है कुछ मीडिया चैनल्स के द्वारा जो है इस मामले में जो है उसकी जो है इंटरव्यू लिया गया, और उस इंटरव्यू के चलते जो है 3 जो पुलिसकर्मी हैं उनको जो है उनका जो है ट्रांसफर किया गया, और उनका ट्रांसफर करके जो है ट्रैफिक विभाग में जो है भेज दिया गया। फिर अभी तक पुलिस जो है इस मामले में आज भी जब 2 दिन का जो रिमांड है वो खत्म हुआ, और पुलिस के द्वारा जो है कोर्ट में आज जो है रक्षित को जो है कोर्ट में लाया गया, और कोर्ट के अंदर तमाम जो चीजें उसको रखी गई। पर सबसे बड़ी पुलिस की एक तरीके से कह सकते हैं कि ये नाकामी है कि पुलिस।
मेरे साथ थैंक मनीष हमारे साथ बने रहिए। आई एम गेटिंग इन ब्रेकिंग विजुअल्स राइट नाउ फ्रॉम चेन्नई। लेट मी गो क्रॉस स्ट्रेट टू अन्नामलाई, who's just been released from police custody. A breaking story coming in.
They want to please the chief minister from morning till evening. It's a very shameful attitude of the senior police officers of the state, that they believe, okay, BJP is doing a protest against DMK, let me harass all the women cadres. They have arrested a lot of people. They had 7-8 Kalyana Mandapa, overfull. They couldn't even have Kalyana Mandapa where they can keep people. They left people on the road. After 6 o'clock, you are not supposed to keep a mother or a sister in detention. They kept till 7 o'clock. Literally, we had to fight and come out, because the police people's idea, oh, let them sit till night 2 o'clock, only then they will learn a lesson. How dare they do a protest against DMK? I continue to hold a lot of respect for the police people. In fact, I am one politician who continues to fight for police people. But the behavior of police top leadership is downright shameful. In fact, I am challenging them, come out of your uniform, wear the DMK Karai Vesti, come and do politics on the ground instead of just acting behind your IPS badge.
Sir, you have been saying that, the BJP will continue to protest, and you had also said that, going forward there will be no formal announcement and you will continue to raise your voice against the DMK. How do you look at the comments made by the DMK minister saying that the BJP is doing politics over nothing? There is no clear clarification given by ED over the raids that have been unearthed. So how do you respond to those comments, sir?
Sir, we have to understand, I am not saying this. Task market is an issue that is a burning issue for the last 3.5 years after DMK has come to power. Accord distillery owner Jagat Rakchakan has raided in 2019-21. Even that point of time, 1,000 crore was the fine for his distillery. This is a continuous offense that is happening. You go to any taskbar shop, 20 rupees, 30 rupees is what you pay before you get a bottle of.
Okay, there is a 1,000 crore alleged liquor scam in Tamil Nadu. Next, okay, the biggest talking point, one of the biggest talking points over the weekend has been whether Hafiz Saeed is dead or alive. Republic TV has some exclusive details that Hafiz Saeed was targeted but has now been sent to a safe house. There is a confirmation that we have from Pakistan. Hafiz Saeed has been sent to a safe house. He's been moved to an undisclosed location. His family has also been taken to a safe location, a secret location, details of which have not been released even to the Pakistani media. He was supposed to be in jail. It appears he was not in jail, was targeted by unknown men. His nephew has been killed, and Hafiz Saeed now taken to a safe house. And that is it on this edition of This Is Exclusive. We'll be back with the headlines, the trending stories coming up next at 7:30. Thanks for watching.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates: IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
From Sunita Williams' family anxiously waiting for her return to Orry's big blunder. From India's big lunar leap to India's first Hyperloop tube. We get you all that's breaking the internet on What's Trending with me, Suesha Sawant, at 7:30.
A next mission will fly to International Space Station to bring those 2 stranded astronauts back on Earth. And Crew 9 flew to International Space Station. Actually, usually the size of a crew is 4 members, but in Crew 9 there were just 2 members. And 2 seats were left vacant for bringing Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams back from International Space Station. Now, once the Crew 10 will dock with International Space Station, and that will be somewhere after 28 or 28 and a half hours after the flight. So maybe around 10 a.m. in the morning, we might get the information that the Dragon capsule has docked with the International Space Station. Once that happens, then the automatic procedures will take up and it will start. The very first thing that will happen will be rendezvous. In the rendezvous, crew module, Dragon capsule, will catch up with the International Space Station at the designated location where it has to dock. Then automatic docking will happen. Once automatic docking will happen, then Dragon capsule will become part of International Space Station. They will get connected. It will become a single entity. And then hatches will be opened and astronauts will move from Dragon side to the International Space Station side. You might have seen that beautiful picture when Sunita Williams arrived on International Space Station on Starliner and she was punching in the air. She was very happy. So something like that will happen. We'll get those visuals for sure. After that, next few days are for handing over the tasks, for knowledge transfer, for telling the different aspects of the research that are being conducted, what are the different aspects of the instruments or anything else that is thought to be or required to be of important value that should be exchanged between the upcoming crew, that is crew 10, and outgoing crew, that is crew 9. And that takes few days. Once that whole thing is done, then crew 9 with Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore, they will go into their Dragon module that brought crew 9 on the International Space Station, and the procedures will start for its undocking. Once it gets undocked, then
From Sunita Williams' family anxiously waiting for her return to Orry's big blunder. From India's big lunar leap to India's first Hyperloop tube. We get to all that's breaking the internet on What's Trending with me, Suesha Sawant, at 7:30. Thank you for tuning in. No matter what device you're on, trending stories that are breaking the internet. Countdown for Crew 9 mission that has begun and the world is watching with bated breath as Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore are all set to come home. Not just this, it seems like not all is well with the celebrity influencer Orry. Meanwhile, ISRO has hit another new milestone. Chandrayaan 5 has been announced. Government has given it a green signal as far as furthering space exploration is concerned. Union Minister Ashwin, who shared a video of India's Hyperloop tube, which is soon going to be the world's longest in India. Across the borders, a video that has been doing the rounds of locals in Islamabad looting a fake call center. In another story from Pakistan, PCB seems to be in hot soup after Champions Trophy loss. We're getting you all this and a lot more into tonight's power-packed show. This is Trending with me, Suesha Sawant. Yes, it's been over 9 months for them in space. NASA astronauts Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore, who will finally return to Earth on the 19th of March. NASA has confirmed this. The duo will return aboard a SpaceX Crew Dragon spacecraft along with fellow NASA astronaut Nick Hague and Roscosmos cosmonaut Alexander Gorbunow. In fact, what you see on your screens right now is the exact timeline that has been announced by NASA regarding the highly anticipated return of the Crew 9 mission. However, it is still subject to alterations based on real-time operations. The capsule is scheduled for an ocean splashdown off the Florida coast at approximately 4:27 a.m. IST on Wednesday. My colleague who spoke to Kajal Rajbhar of Spantrik on the splashdown. Listen in to what she said.
So today we have Kajal Rajbhar from Spantrik, who's going to give us a little brief about what are the challenges that Sunita Williams can face when we expect her homecoming. Kajal, over to you. how will the descent actually take place?
So basically, descent take place. It's like you can understand as a re-entry from the Earth, from the space to the Earth. So basically, it's like in the 4 phases. I will tell you. The first is that we will going to use the thrusters to lower down the orbit, and then it will come to the Earth atmosphere. The second phase is the atmospheric entry. Then once it come to the atmosphere, then it experiences a very intense frictions. So basically, in the module we have the heat shield. So basically, it's on the bottom of the module, which protect it from the burning. And then the next phase is the parachute deployment. Once it will come to the some of the safer speed, then we will deploy the parachute. And the last one is the splashdown or the landing of the crew module. So it's depend on the mission. So some of them like landed on the oceans, and some of them on the ground. So it depend on the missions. So basically, these are the 4 critical phases how the descent actually work.
Okay, so how do astronauts get acclimatized to the changing altitude?
So basically, we have the hyperbaric chamber training, in which all the conditions is as like whatever we are going to face in the space. So whatever the like low pressures or the high altitude, how our body going to changes. So before even going to the space, all the astronauts train themselves in the hyperbaric kind of chambers, so that they get to know what are the different like the body going to face. And then again, once if they go to the spacecraft, so before even going for the spacewalks, they basically spend some around 2 to 4 hours and taking the pure oxygen, so that it will help them to decompression or the certain dizziness. And then definitely there are so many extra cardiovasculars or physical activities they go through, so that they meet all the necessary needing before going to the space.
What are going to be the biological and health challenges that they are going to face once she's back here?
So there will be like not even one. There are so many health challenges. First is their muscle loss, because we don't do so many muscular activities in the space. So our body doesn't support any kind of weight in the space. And then there is the bone density loss. Then there is the cardiovascular issues, and there are vision problems. So all of these things actually like changes once they will come to the Earth, or they experience in the space itself. And then there are so many physical challenges they face, like the swelling of their faces or the balance coordination. And then there is the same, because in the space we have exposed to the so many radiations itself. So it can cause even the cancer. So these are the so many biological changes they're going to face.
Thank you so much, Kajal, for your insightful thoughts. Thank you.
Well, what was expected to be a 10-day mission extended due to technical issues with Boeing's Starliner aircraft. The spacecraft returned to Earth in September, uncrewed, leaving the duo to continue their scientific endeavors aboard the ISS. Now, despite the prolonged stay, viewers, Williams and Wilmore remained productive, conducting over 150 experiments and witnessing Earth events from their orbital vantage point. My colleague Rakshita, who also had a word with Dinesh Rawal, who is Sunita Williams' cousin, as the family waits for Sunita eagerly. Listen in to what he said.
For anyone who has a family member, loved one away for several months, of course it's a very emotional time, but this is someone who was in space for 9 months. We have right now Sunita Williams' cousin, Mr. Dinesh Rawal, speaking to us on Republic TV exclusively. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए दिनेश जी। और अब उनकी घर वापसी होने वाली है, धरती पे वापसी होने वाली है। 9 महीने, जो कि सिर्फ कुछ ही दिन का एक ट्रिप था स्पेस में, 9 महीने लग गए और अब कुछ ही घंटे बचे हैं उनकी घर वापसी में। आपको कैसा लग रहा है, क्या कुछ आपके जहन में चल रहा है?
देखो, ये 9 महीना हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ा कठिन पसार हुआ है। हमको इस टाइम ऐसा लगता है कि ये इतना बड़ा साहस क्यों उसने किया, और हम लोग सभी लोग बहुत चिंता में पड़ गए थे। सारा कुटुंब, हमारे गांव के लोग, मेरे गुजरात के लोग, भारत के लोग और समग्र देश के लोग भी चिंता में आ गए थे। इसी टाइम हमको चिंता तो बहुत रहती थी और हमने कहा तब भी था कि नहीं जाना है, छोड़ो न, तू बहुत गई। फिर हंसते हंसते कहती थी कि मैं कोई बैठकर काम करने वाली नहीं हूं, देश के लिए कुछ करने वाली हूं, दुनिया के लिए कुछ करने वाली हूं
जी।
और मैं जाऊंगी। और वहां जाकर पूरी हिम्मत से उसने अपना काम किया। 9 महीने तक की आज हम लोग, हमारे फैमिली के लोग, मेरे सगे संबंधी सभी लोग बहुत आनंद में आ गए हैं। पर मैं बताऊं आपको कि मुझे थोड़ी चिंता हो रही है। चिंता इस प्रकार की होती है, तो यहां से यहां आने में बस सुखरूप आ जाए, यहां से बस में अपने बच्चे को बिठाते हैं तो भी चिंता होती है। तो इतना बड़ा जोखिम के साथ वो आ रही है तो हमको थोड़ी चिंता भी होती है। आनंद तो बहुत क्या उसका वो दिन के लिए तो हम राह देख के बैठे थे।
किस तरह की क्या कुछ प्रार्थनाएं भी की आप लोगों ने? बिकॉज जैसे आपने कहा डर तो लगता है, वाकई में डर लगता है।
मैंने प्रार्थना हमारे एक जागनाथ महादेव है सरसपुर में की, हमारे दौलमा की प्रार्थना की, हमारे गांव का हम रूपाल में वरदायिनी माता है उनकी भी प्रार्थना करके कल आए। तो मतलब ये है कि हम हमारे प्रभु को सिवाय तो कुछ है ही नहीं, भगवान की प्रार्थना करते हैं, वो भी मानती हैं। और उनके पास जो गणेश जी की मूर्ति है वो मैंने ही मेरे अंकल को दी थी, दीपक भाई को।
अच्छा।
और उनको उनके पास आज भी है और उनको भारत के प्रति दुनिया के सभी के सामने भी उनके बहुत ज्यादा प्यार है।
जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमारे साथ दिनेश ट्रैवल जुड़ने के लिए।
As the anticipation for their return builds, while the crew was preparing for the SpaceX crew's arrival, Russian cosmonaut Wagner was seen floating around in his alien mask, hoodie pants and socks, adding to a playful touch to the historic moment. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk shared a video of the two astronauts expressing gratitude to him and US President Donald Trump.
Long, so don't make all those plans without me. We'll be back before too long.
I can tell you at the outset, all of us have the utmost respect for Mr. Musk, and obviously respect and admiration for our President of the United States, Donald Trump. We appreciate them. We appreciate all that they do for us, of our human spaceflight for our nation.
And moving on, as Bollywood's favorite plus one and self-proclaimed vibe curator, Orhan Avatramani aka Orry is making headlines again, and this time not for his usual star-studded selfies or bizarre Instagram captions. In fact, Orry and his companions who were in Vaishno Devi, and Orry posted a story where he was seen consuming alcohol. He feasted on non-vegetarian food in their fancy hotel. Now, Katra is a place from where devotees begin their holy visit to the Vaishno Devi shrine. Alcohol and non-vegetarian food, that is a big no-no there. But that certainly did not stop Orry and the entire gang. Rules, guidelines, cultural sensitivity, all seemed like they had never heard of them, despite being informed by the hotel management about the strict prohibition. They allegedly went ahead and partied anyway. This led the hotel administration to file an FIR against Orry and his friends for breaking the rules. Ignorance or arrogance, one can decide. Meanwhile, netizens have been fuming over Orry's actions. Some of the responses that poured in on the internet condemning Orry for not respecting the shrine and being in Katra. time now for all the hot trends in a zippy wheel. Prime Minister Modi met US Intel Chief Tulsi Gabbard, who is on a visit to India. He also gifted her Sangam water. Earlier, she met with Defence Minister Rajnath Singh as well. US President Donald Trump's decisive military action against Houthi rebels in Yemen has opened a fresh salvo against the Iran-backed group that has targeted shipping lanes in the Red Sea. The latest blow to the Iran-backed militant organization due to a wave of strikes by the US has resulted in 53 individuals, including 5 children. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said that US would deploy overwhelming lethal force against the Houthis until they've achieved their objective, signaling the start of a major operation that could last weeks and prompting the Houthis to warn of escalation. India's 4G network extends underwater coverage at Swaraj Dweep in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, whilst 99% of India is already 5G enabled. A video footage shared by India's Department of Telecommunication of an individual receiving 4G network inside a submarine underwater that has gone viral. US President Donald Trump has shared Prime Minister Narendra Modi's conversation with podcaster Lex Friedman on Truth Social. In the 3-hour-long conversation, Modi and Friedman discussed a host of issues, including Modi's relationship with Trump, the United States politics, and geopolitical issues such as the war in Ukraine and Indo-China relations. A California delivery driver was awarded $50 million in damages after a jury agreed a Starbucks location was negligent in its handling of a scalding hot tea. Michael Garcia sued the cafe chain after a tea spilled in his lap at a drive-thru and caused permanent disfigurement to his reproductive organ. US Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, who is visiting India as part of her multi-nation visit, during which she held a bilateral meeting with Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. They discussed a host of issues, inclusive of key aspects of defence cooperation and intelligence sharing between the two nations. What's trending next? Yes, it's a major boost to India's space ambitions. The centre has given a green signal for Chandrayaan-5 mission, a groundbreaking step in lunar exploration. Indian Space Research Organisation Chairman B. Narayanan, who confirmed the development. This mission will see India and Japan join forces to send the biggest rover on the moon, a step closer to India's planned Gaganyaan mission, where India plans to send a man on moon. After that successful landing on the south pole of the moon in Chandrayaan-3 and an almost successful mission in Chandrayaan-2, India is all set to launch Chandrayaan-4 and eventually Chandrayaan-5. Let me cut across to Manish Purohit, former ISRO scientist, to throw more light on what the next missions are likely to achieve.
I'm not getting the audio.
All right, I'm going to repeat my question so you can hear me. Manish Purohit, we want to understand from you what Chandrayaan-4 and Chandrayaan-5 set out to achieve after a successful Chandrayaan-3.
Okay. See, Chandrayaan-4 plans to bring lunar sample. It's a lunar sample return mission, and it will be flying on 2 different launch vehicles, and launch vehicles will be Indian, the lander will be Indian, sending module will be Indian, everything will be Indian, and we are
technique for them. Chandrayaan 5, previously it was known as LUPEX, Lunar Polar Exploration Mission. It's a collaborative mission between ISRO and Japanese Space Agency, JAXA. In this particular mission of Chandrayaan 5, which recently got the nod, we will be developing a bigger Vikram. A Vikram that has flown in Chandrayaan 3 mission. It carried a 25 kg Pragyan rover, but now the rover that this Vikram will be carrying will be 250 kgs. That is one thing. And one peculiar aspect of this Chandrayaan 5 mission is ISRO has already developed 2 new engines. One is Bheem, another is Chota Bheem. That's the name they have given to the engine. So these 2 engines, they will be generating thrust of 1.5 kilonewton and 3 kilonewtons, and they are newly developed engines which will be generating around 1.5 kilonewton thrust and 3 kilonewton thrust, and they have been named as Bheem and Chota Bheem. It will be flying on Japan's H3 launch vehicle, and rover will be Japanese, launch vehicle will be Japanese. We will be providing our Vikram lander for the soft touchdown.
Right. I want to thank you for speaking to us this evening. And moving on to our next trending, which is the next big achievement for India during his visit to the Hyperloop testing facility at IIT Madras, Union Minister Ashwin who mentioned that the Hyperloop tube being developed with the expertise of the Indian Institute of Technology in Madras would soon become the world's longest tube, measuring 410 meters in length. Visibly elated, Vaishnav expressed confidence on the entire testing system for Hyperloop transportation, which has been developed using indigenous technologies. The Railway Ministry has not only offered financial funding but technical assistance as well to this groundbreaking Hyperloop project. My colleague Madhurima, who earlier spoke with Professor Satya Chakravarti, who's a faculty advisor for the Hyperloop project at IIT Madras, he shared his expert insights on the very same. Listen in.
Joining us right now is Professor Satya Chakravarti from IIT Madras. He's the person who's helming the entire Hyperloop research that is going to make India go ahead in the mode of transportation, futuristic transportation. So thank you for speaking with us. My first question to you is, what is Hyperloop transportation? People know of bullet trains. We are making advancement as far as transportation is concerned. But what is Hyperloop transportation for a layperson?
Sure. So thank you so much for having me. Hyperloop essentially is touted as what's called the 5th mode of transportation after road, rail, air, and sea. Because it doesn't fit into any of these stereotypes. What we do is essentially to actually have a magnetic levitation train. If you are familiar with that, that means you actually levitate away above a certain rail. But we don't really have a train. It's more like what we call it a pod. A pod is essentially kind of like a mini bus, if you will. And it's a glorified electric vehicle. It's actually more like an electromagnetic vehicle. So it actually levitates above the track and then propels along the track in an electromagnetic manner, but all of it in actually a vacuum tube. So the vacuum tube runs kilometer on kilometer to whatever distances that we want, and also the track goes along inside the tube, and then this pod carrying, let's say, about 40 people or so would levitate and travel inside the tube. That's what Hyperloop is all about.
Yeah. My last question to you here is that how will the common man use it, and specifically keeping in mind the demographic diversity of our country?
So our goal as far as Hyperloop is concerned is to offer a flight-like speed at train-like cost. So the whole idea of Hyperloop is a mass rapid transit. It's kind of like an intercity metro. That means we need to actually have metro. It's kind of like a metro rail between cities, if you will. And the costs that we will be looking at are of the order of about, let's say, 1,000 to 1,500, 2,000 rupees for taking you from the middle of a city to the middle of another city, about 350 kilometers apart, within about 15 minutes to 30 minutes. And this is actually about a third of what current airplane costs are. And that's what will actually make it, good for the pocket of the common man.
Thank you for speaking to Republic Media Network, sir.
And moving on to what's trending next, Champions Trophy 2025. That was the first global cricket tournament that was held in Pakistan in the last 29 years. However, it was nothing short of a financial and logistical failure as the Pakistan Cricket Board suffered an 85% loss after spending 869 crore Indian rupees for playing just one complete home game during the tournament. This has not only led to a major cost-cutting measures, but including a reduction in domestic match fees, also the removal of 5-star accommodations for players. Further sharing insights on the same, we have Jishu Sengupta joining us from our sports desk. Very good evening to you, Jishu. It has been a loss of face. It has been a loss of money. Pakistan that is on a complete back foot with regards to the Champions Trophy.
Board is currently in losses of 737 crores, which is a massive amount. And as you rightly mentioned, that their hotels were downgraded from 5 stars to economy. And this is not the first time that it is happening with Pakistan cricket team. Last year when they were playing the T20 World Cup back in the USA and in the Caribbean, they had to make public appearances to earn some more money apart from the match fees, and also they did not perform well. They crashed out of the Champions Trophy in the first round itself. That led to the zero sales of tickets. People openly boycotted the cricket team during the Champions Trophy, and hence the result is in front of us.
All right, many thanks for getting us those details. And well, it looks like Pakistan has managed to embarrass itself yet again. This time it's not about the politics or diplomacy, but pure lawlessness that was on display. Several videos that are doing the rounds on social media showing locals looting a scam center in Islamabad. In fact, this footage that you see on your screens, young men who were seen storming the premises, grabbing whatever they could and making a quick getaway with technical equipment. This fiasco that raised serious concerns about governance and law enforcement in Pakistan. It's time to say goodbye. I leave you with these pictures from 140 million miles away. Yes, on your screens next is the clearest ever set of pictures from the surface of Mars. Watch this as I say goodbye.
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रूंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रूंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है।
global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates: IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
A next mission will fly to International Space Station to bring those 2 stranded astronauts back on Earth. And Crew 9 flew to International Space Station. Actually, usually the size of a crew is 4 members, but in Crew 9 there were just 2 members. And 2 seats were left vacant for bringing Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams back from International Space Station. Now, once the Crew 10 will dock with International Space Station, and that will be somewhere after 28 or 28 and a half hours after the flight. So maybe around 10 a.m. in the morning, we might get the information that the Dragon capsule has docked with International Space Station. Once that happens, then the automatic procedures will take up and it will start. The very first thing that will happen will be rendezvous. In the rendezvous, crew module, Dragon capsule, will catch up with the International Space Station at the designated location where it has to dock. Then automatic docking will happen. Once automatic docking will happen, then Dragon capsule will become part of International Space Station. They will get connected. It will become a single entity. And then hatches will be opened and astronauts will move from Dragon side to the International Space Station side. You might have seen that beautiful picture when Sunita Williams arrived on International Space Station on Starliner and she was punching in the air. She was very happy. So something like that will happen. We'll get those visuals for sure. After that, next few days are for handing over the tasks, for knowledge transfer, for telling the different aspects of the research that are being conducted, what are the different aspects of the instruments or anything else that is thought to be or required to be of important value that should be exchanged between the upcoming.
Aam Aadmi Party goes soft on Amritpal and aides in Punjab. Kejriwal Maan government withdraws NSA detention. Free run to Amritpal and gang in Aam Aadmi Party's Punjab, debating tonight at 8 p.m. Fadnavis declares no more Aurangzeb glorification. Uddhav Sena comes out to defend Aurangzeb. Ultimate showdown on Aurangzeb Tomb Rao, debating tonight at 8:30 p.m. The reality of anti-Waqf Bill protests in Delhi. Clueless protesters descend to the streets. Muslims misled on Waqf for political gains, debating tonight at 9 p.m.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic. From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, Arvind Kejriwal is playing a very dangerous game. Having lost Delhi, he seems to be getting into an understanding, most unfortunately, with pro-Khalistani groups and Khalistani groups. And as part of that very dangerous strategy, Arvind Kejriwal, according to my sources, has decided to drop the National Security Act, that is NSA charges, against a very dangerous man. A violent and dangerous man called Amritpal and his associates. Amritpal is a toxic Khalistan advocate, an anti-national who projects himself as the next Bhindranwale, and who, when confronted by Republic, had defended picking up arms against the country, setting fire to the country, and breaking the country. Watch this.
No peace can be established without weapons. That's why every state have weapons. So what I am asking you, we have to struggle. We have to fight for our rights. We can't let everything slip away from our hands and just watch it. We have to fight for our rights.
So that proves that Amritpal wants to break the country. Tonight, you and I and everyone across India, we have a right to and must in fact start confronting Arvind Kejriwal. We must ask Arvind Kejriwal, what exactly is his secret deal with the Khalistani Amritpal? Kejriwal planned all of this and executed it while in Punjab last week. And no, I don't trust his intentions. We can never trust Arvind Kejriwal, because the man Kejriwal is helping today is the same man who did this. I want to run the pictures full frame, ladies and gentlemen. Full frame. The man who Arvind Kejriwal is helping today carried out an armed attack on a police station, attacked security personnel, and when caught, he ran and hid till he was picked up under the National Security Act and locked up. Now, my question is this. Watch these pictures, viewers. This is how Amritpal had attacked a police station. Today, Arvind Kejriwal has joined hands with him and is going to release him. Then Arvind Kejriwal will allow Amritpal to let the Khalistani issue run riot in Punjab. He will create a very terrible situation, ladies and gentlemen, a terrible situation, national security situation. My question is, why should we allow this? My further question is this, ladies and gentlemen. What proof, Arvind Kejriwal, do you have that this same man does not pose a danger to national security? What proof do you have, Arvind Kejriwal, that he will not once again spark separatism in the border state of Punjab, something that Pakistan wants? And why do you want to help Pakistan, Arvind Kejriwal? What is your intent? What are you trying to do? Don't you, Arvind Kejriwal, know that by helping Amritpal, you are indirectly helping Pakistan? Or is that part of the plan? Where Kejriwal, frustrated at continuing political losses, now want to play into Pakistan hands and compromise our national security? What is Arvind Kejriwal really wanting to do after all? We can't trust Kejriwal. He's been the same man accused in the past of being close to pro-Khalistani groups like Sikhs for Justice. Accused. And his own MP, Raghav Chadha, his right-hand man, met a Khalistani sympathizer in London. There are the pictures when he was ostensibly there on a medical trip. What's going on? Viewers, the center must clamp down. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and Home Minister Amit Shah must clamp down. They must not let Amritpal get out and start a pro-Khalistan campaign in Punjab, which he will if he is let out. 100% he will. Worse, you and I will sit and watch this man, Amritpal, play the democracy card and misuse democracy in India to plot against it. I don't know what's happening. We were not meant to be a soft state, were we? In no other country in the world would this have been allowed. No other country in the world. And today I implore the center to step in. A loser politician like Kejriwal cannot take national security in his own hands. The Modi government must step in, because mark my words, and I'm not wrong on things like this. I have a good idea of politics, internal security and national security, and I'm saying this today, that if Arvind Kejriwal is allowed to get Amritpal out, then Amritpal will push Punjab into a vortex of violence and separatism. And I'm issuing this video today in national interest, because I do not want India to be a soft state. We must be a very hard state. And I request you to share this video widely, because this is the only alternative we have. Because together, if we put the public pressure, we can stop terrorism from striking root in Punjab, our Punjab. Together, we can stop Arvind Kejriwal from doing this. And I once again request the centre not to watch, not to let this happen, but to stop this. That's debate number 1 tonight, viewers. And debate number 2 this evening. No tomb for tyrants, no tomb! No tomb, Fadnavis says, for Aurangzeb. And at 9 o'clock tonight, a Republic exclusive, I'll prove to you how the Muslim leaders have no idea about what they are talking about, and why the protesters they bring to protest against the Waqf have even less of an idea about what they are protesting about. That's unmissable at 9, and here are the headlines this Monday evening on the debate tonight. Punjab AP's government has decided shockingly not to extend the National Security Act against 7 aides of Khalistani separatist Amritpal, and the reports are that there is a plan that Arvind Kejriwal has of dropping charges against Amritpal as well. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis's back calls for the complete, total demolition of Aurangzeb's tomb. He says Aurangzeb can never be glorified.
बिल किस लिए है, इसका मुख्य वजह क्या है करने की? जो भी है.
And the Republic Media Network uncovers how the All India Muslim Personal Law Board mobilized a completely misinformed, uninformed crowd to protest against the Waqf Bill. Our ground report tonight will expose how almost none of the people who were there to protest against the bill had any idea about what it was about. Ladies and gentlemen, Khalistani terrorist Amritpal has found support from the Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab. This is very shocking. Arvind Kejriwal's government has decided against seeking an extended remand for Amritpal's aides under the National Security Act. Why is Arvind Kejriwal doing this when there are attacks, a series of attacks in Punjab? Is he getting into some kind of an agreement behind the scenes with Amritpal? What is the impact on national security? Can Kejriwal be allowed to play with fire? Let's debate.
He railed and ranted against India. He gave an open call to arms against the Indian state. He led a raid to a police station to free a jailed radical aide. Confronted by Republic, he defended, raising a call for a separate Khalistan.
No peace can be established without weapons. That's why every state have weapons. The idea of Khalistan is, it's not separate state. Separatism is like, we were connected to someone. We were not connected. We were forcefully, taken into Indian nation by Britishers. There was no India before 1947. They established this country. So the partition happened in 1947. They divided Punjab into 2 pieces. After 1947, they divided Punjab again on linguistic basis. So what I am asking youth, we have to struggle. We have to fight for our rights. We can't let everything slip away from our hands and just watch it. We have to fight for our rights.
But the Maan government in Punjab is standing with the separatist preacher turned politician Amritpal Singh. The Punjab police decided not to seek extension of Amritpal's aides under the stringent National Security Act. The decision to take back the jailed aides who are currently lodged in the high security Dibrugarh jail of Assam has raised eyebrows. The Aam Aadmi Party had previously been accused of receiving funding support from the Sikhs for Justice fronted by Khalistani terrorist Gurpatwant Singh Pannun. The police defended the move, saying that the aides were being brought back to face the law in the Ajnala jailbreak case. The weak defence, however, leaves the larger question unanswered. Is the Aam Aadmi Party allowing Amritpal to rekindle the separatist fire in Punjab?
Ladies and gentlemen, dangerous situation there. My first question is to Anmol Pawar of the Aam Aadmi Party. I welcome R.P. Singh of the BJP and Ramneek Maan as well. Now, do you take responsibility that Amritpal will not endanger national security? If you are going to drop charges against him, then you have to take responsibility that nothing will happen. He will not start the pro-Khalistan agenda again. Do you take responsibility that Amritpal will not turn back to violence, threaten India's sovereignty, and push his Khalistan agenda, use force and use arms like he has done in the past?
Arnab, I strongly object. I very strongly object to the lies which you have just now spread. You said that the Punjab government will release him. Aisa nahi hai. You said that we are dropping charges against him. Aisa nahi hai. And all the opposition leaders and media houses that relentlessly question the Punjab police are not just tarnishing the image of Punjab, but knowingly or unknowingly, they are serving the agenda of ISI and Pakistan's disruptive agenda. पाकिस्तानियों और ISI के हाथ में खेल रहे हैं वो लोग. Punjab, we know that it shares 500 plus international border, 500 plus kilometer international border with Pakistan. And their prime target is Punjab. And this kind of such reckless narratives only serve to embolden their effort in disrupting the peace. जो पंजाब का शांति भंग करने का प्रयास है, उसमें मीडिया हाउसेस का जो एक घटिया एजेंडा चला रहे हैं, इनका बहुत बड़ा रोल है. It was the Punjab government which launched a massive and successful operation apprehending Amritpal and his associates in 2023. We registered an FIR number 39 of 2023 against all the aides under various sections of Indian Penal Code. It was the Punjab government which imposed NSA for 2 years. And now we are formally arresting all those accused and will ensure that they face all the consequences of their actions. NSA, I think you are not aware about the fact that NSA is a preventive detention law which allows only detention. And it is the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita or the Indian Penal Code which provides effective provisions for trial, for investigation and ensuring that they are behind bars for the rest of their lives. हम किसी भी तरह से जो आपने झूठ बोला, दूसरा झूठ आपने बोला that the Aam Aadmi Party sought donations from Sikhs for Justice.
No, one minute. Just one minute. Now the point is, no, 1 minute, volume down. The real question is this, and the only point is this. I said you have been accused of being close, and I also said that Raghav Chadha met Khalistani supporters when he was in the UK. Now let me come to the moot issue. That are you saying, therefore, today, you must listen. The main issue here is what you are running away from. Are you going to extend NSA? Are you going to extend NSA or are you going to not extend NSA? Isn't that the only issue, Ramneek? Isn't that the only issue? Are you going to extend NSA or not extend NSA? Nobody can run away from that question. Nobody. Amritpal shots. Are you going to extend NSA or not extend NSA? We want to know whether you will extend NSA or not extend NSA. That's all. Are you going to extend NSA or not extend NSA? Are you have imposed NSA on Amritpal and you have extended it in 2024. Are you going to extend NSA now?
आपका मीडिया हाउस ISI.
Are you going to now extend NSA or revoke NSA? Are you going to revoke NSA?
अर्नब, तीसरा.
Are you going to revoke NSA? Answer me. Ramnik, he runs away from the most important question, which the nation must know. Are you going to revoke NSA? Are you going to revoke NSA? Because if you're revoking NSA, you're going soft on him. You must answer. Are you going to revoke NSA? Viewers, 7 times I've asked him the question. Ramnik, RP, can you hear me? He's not answering the question. You should be ashamed if you're revoking NSA. Are you revoking NSA or extending NSA? Ramnik, he's avoiding it. He's shaky. He's shaky. He's not going to say anything. Are you revoking NSA or extending NSA? That's all I want to know. I'm giving you a full and equal opportunity to say, no, we are going to extend NSA. And I'll say, fantastic, I was wrong, you are right. But if you're going to say that you are not going to revoke NSA, that means you're going soft on Amritpal, as easy as that. No, I'm not going to let you get away with that question. You have no right to avoid my question tonight. Are you going to revoke NSA or not? Tell me tonight. I will keep asking that question to you till I force you to answer. Are you going to revoke or extend NSA, ladies and gentlemen, tonight? On shaky ground, the AAP spokesperson avoiding my question. Are you seeing that tonight? He's avoiding that question because if you're revoking NSA, you're compromising my country's security, and then I'm compelled to expose you. I am compelled to expose you. Then you can say I'm going to not revoke NSA. Fine, I was wrong. I'll say I'm wrong. But are you going to say that? Are you going to say that? Ramnik, you want to step in now? Ramnik Man Singh, please. Ramnik.
Okay,
50-50.
good evening. It's a yes or no question.
It's a yes
it can
or
be
no
in a binary black or white, so he's not committal. That's very clear. He's trying to work in this 50 shades of grey anyway. Now, there are 2-3 perspectives to look at it, and why is it all happening, and why this timing is very important.
ISI का एजेंडा, क्योंकि हमने ड्रग माफिया की, गैंगस्टर की और खालिस्तानियों की कमर तोड़ दी पंजाब में. ये क्यों नहीं दिखा?
थोड़ा लग टुटना यार. थोड़ा लग टुटना ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਧੌਣ ਤੋੜੀ ਆ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਚ ਹੁਣ ਵਾਰੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਚ ਆ ਸੁਣ ਲਓ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ 1 ਮਿੰਟ ਠਹਿਰ ਜਾਓ ਹੋਲਡ ਔਨ ਆਈ ਡਿਡਨਟ ਸਪੀਕ ਇਨ ਬਿਟਵੀਨ ਆਫ ਯੂ ਸੁਣੋ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਯਾਰ ਹੈਵ ਸਮ ਡੀਸੈਂਸੀ ਯਾਰ ਇਹ ਆਮ ਆਦਮੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਯਾਰ ਵਾਈ ਆਰ ਯੂ ਆਲਸੋ ਸੜਕ ਛਾਪ ਯਾਰ ਵਾਈ ਯੂ ਵਾਂਟ ਟੂ ਇੰਟਰਜੈਕਟ every speaker you will interject the anchor you will interject the panelists yeah just have a heart listen यार छोटी धौन तोड़ के गेरी होनी दिल्ली वाले थोड़ा लक चाप टूटने वाला है दिल्ली वालों ने आपकी गर्दन तोड़ी है पंजाब वाले आपकी कमर तोड़ेंगे एक मिनट बात सुन लो यार आपने जो बोलना है बोलो सुनो you've said what you had to say you've done nothing about drug peddling you've done nothing and अमृतपाल का जो सारा premise था वो 2 चीजों के ऊपर था anti drug और खालसा विहीर you know Amrish Kaur that was his premise his agendas were different his cover story was different सुन ले यार 1 मिनट यार जो भी आपका नाम है एक बार बात सुन लो यार अर्नब can you shut him down यार क्या ये क्या तमाशा है ये joke of a man you got
6500 big smugglers
कौन है यार ये who is this यार who is this सड़क साहब you got यार अर्नब please यार इसको चुप कराओ यार
10,000 plus
I only want to know
what you're doing
no Anmol, take a chill. What do I want to know? Give me a moment here. What do I want to know? 1 minute, Ramnik, give me a minute. Let me go to RP also. RP, my only question is, why is the center allowing this? RP, you know this man is dangerous. No, let me 1 minute. Oh, I'm going to RP now. I'm coming back to you, Ramnik. Anmol, you can relax. RP, why are you allowing this? Why can't the center stop and say to the Punjab government, we will not allow you to revoke NSA? Are you going to let him out? This man will come out, spread the Khalistani Bhindranwale type agenda in a border state, and you people will watch and do nothing about it. What is your game here? Do you have some kind of secret understanding with them? Don't you see the danger of this man? First you allowed him to fight an election. Then you allowed him to get elected. Now you are making steps to revoke NSA. Do you trust him? Or are you going to make the same mistake that Indira Gandhi did with Bhindranwale? RP. मैं आरपी सिंह से पूछ रहा हूं अनमोल आरपी सिंह
ये लोग आईएसआई और पाकिस्तान के बारे में कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे
आरपी सिंह को बोलने दे अनमोल थैंक यू
मोदी जी को बिरयानी खाने जानी है
1 मिनट यार आरपी सिंह को बोलने दीजिए हमको सबको चिंता है और क्या है मीडिया को कुछ बोलने नहीं देंगे धमकी देंगे आप लोग आरपी सिंह गो अहेड प्लीज
चिंता होती तो पाकिस्तान और आईएसआई का एजेंडा न चल रहा होता चिंता होती
आरपी सिंह why are you quiet why don't you clarify आरपी policing? Why are you quiet? No, why don't you speak up? Why don't you stop these people from going soft on Amritpal?
You have to mute him. You have to mute him before I start because he's
Please start. Anmol, आप थोड़ा chill pill लीजिए. 2 मिनट रुक जाइए. हाँ. RP reply कर.
अनमोल, अर्नब ने एक नाम बताया था प्रीच कौर गिल का. जानते हैं प्रीच कौर गिल कौन है? वो ओपनली खालिस्तान का एजेंडा प्रमोट करती है. और राघव चड्ढा जी ने एकमात्र फोटो बाहर जाकर भी डाली ट्विटर पर, वह थी प्रीच कौर गिल के साथ. ध्यान रखना. एक और सचिन का नाम है हरजीत सिंह बाजवा.
राघव चड्ढा ने क्लैरिफिकेशन दिया था तभी कहा था कि उनके साथ कोई फोटो खिंचवाने आया था. और अगर यही तर्क है कि कोई व्यक्ति किसी के साथ ये देखिए ये मोदी जी है प्रज्वल रेवन्ना के साथ. ये हो गए क्या देश के सबसे बड़े रेपिस्ट फिर इस लॉजिक से? इस लॉजिक से आप
एक मिनट रुकिए प्लीज. प्लीज वेट. वॉल्यूम डाउन. नाउ RP, now you spoken. Anmol, you have to let the other side give a counter. RP, you can please continue, please, and not wait anymore. Thank you.
Harjeet Singh Bajwa is a stamped Khalistani Kultar. He hosted lunch and dinner for Kultar Singh Randhawa, one of the the present speaker of the Punjab Assembly and the foreign member of the Aam Aadmi Party. And then not only that, he participated in a function also. Well, they never uttered a word against Kultar Singh Sandhwa. But they've been hobnobbing with Khalistani throughout. Only thing is, they know since they have lost better in Delhi now, they want to somehow take control of Punjab. That's all.
हमने ड्रग माफिया की कमर तोड़ दी जिसे तुमने बढ़ाया था. तुमने ड्रग माफिया.
No, I'm just 1 minute here, please. Thank you. Anmol, your volume down, please. I'll let RP come in. I'm having to intervene now and put your volume down because you're not letting others speak.
Pannu categorically stated that he has funded Aam Aadmi Party. Did you hear a word from any Aam Aadmi Party leader saying, no, Pannu, we never got any fund from Pannu? A single word, a single statement from any Aam Aadmi Party leader? No, they won't, because they can't contradict them. And whatever they are doing now is paid payback time. Pannu has categorically stated that he paid money for certain reasons, with certain petitions, with certain leaders. So we don't know who is funding what now, where the fund is coming, what fund is coming, and how and what sort of commitments are being made. It's a matter of time. But I can assure you one thing: the central government is very clear that people like Amritpal Singh who thinks that India they can
वो बोलने की बात है. RP, that's all saying something. My point is, are you telling me that the National Security Advisor, the Union Home Minister, cannot act immediately in order to make sure that Amritpal does not come out? Otherwise, if you say this comes under the central government, then you're being very foolish. State government, because but no, 1 minute. You are very clear. I'm saying you cannot trust Arvind Kejriwal on national security matters. But you are letting a national security threat come out, and you are letting Arvind Kejriwal and Bhagwant Mann decide whether or not to drop the NSA, and you're watching from the sidelines and doing nothing. The center is allowing this. The center's behavior in this matter is not beyond questioning. Why are you allowing it?
Arnab, let me put it very
Yeah. Why don't you answer, RP?
There is no ground. Anmol, please stop shouting.
The question is to him.
You can speak after me. You have all the time to speak after me. But the issue is that people like Amritpal has no ground in Punjab, except, okay, they can...
That is not the question. That is not the question. The question is, this man has links with the ISI. He has links with Avtar Singh Khanda, who is based in the United Kingdom. He has a private army. He has attacked the police. You cannot let him out. He will spread fire in Punjab. And center and state fight, I don't care. But center and state are both passing the buck to each other, and we will suffer. We will suffer. Ramnik, we will suffer.
Arnab, suno, let me put 2-3 things very clear in perspective. Number one, Arnab, saying that he does not have a base in Punjab, he's a sitting MP. So another thing is that there is a vacuum in Panthik leadership in Punjab after Sukhbir Badal has been punished. After Sukhbir Badal being punished for desecration of Guru Granth Sahib by Akal Takht Sahib, there is a vacuum, and this vacuum apparently is trying to be filled by people like Amritpal, number one. Number two, now there is a clear understanding between these people and the Khalistanis. As we know, Arvind Kejriwal, if you remember what his close aide said, Arvind Kejriwal's aide said, Kumar Vishwas, in his words, if he cannot become the Chief Minister of Punjab, he will try and become the Prime Minister of an independent nation. So Arvind, since he's lost elections in Delhi, he's been stationed in Punjab, and this is the first indication of what he's going to do. Number two. Number three, now, these Aam Aadmi Party leaders have been hobnobbing with the Khalistanis. They're in the bed with the Khalistanis. They are on record. They are being photographed with the Khalistanis overseas and in Punjab. So what their nefarious designs are not known. But also there is a very important question which needs to be asked, is that the SGPC had set up a probe panel in February 2023, 2 years plus, to try and fix responsibility on someone. It could be Amritpal, for Bedbi of Guru Granth Sahib in the Ajnala police station incident, that they had taken Guru Granth Sahib to a police station which is against the Sikh ethos. So there is no report which has come out in the last 2 years on that as well. So these are the...
No, I would only... Ramnik, 1 minute please, Ramnik. When we are confronted with the truth, what is the truth, Ramnik? Ramnik, what is the truth? Truth, tell me one thing, Ramnik, 1 second, meri baat suniye. This man says, I will walk on the path of Bhindranwale. Indira Gandhi allowed Bhindranwale to grow. Was it good for Punjab? Was it good for the country? Will a fire that is started in Punjab remain limited to Punjab? Why are we not seeing the reality? I'm not care about internal politics. You don't see the danger, Ramnik?
It's out there in the open, Arnab. You have to be blind not to see it. You have to be blind not to see it. Yaar, kya baat kar rahe ho? As a matter of fact, you know, it's gone down to Panthik politics now. SGPC ke vote ban chuke hain. The SGPC will go to polls any time. And that's the only way to control Gurdwaras. You win SGPC, you win Gurdwaras, and then you control the Panthik vote bank through the Gurdwaras. Yaar, Anmol, tum thoda sa kam bol yaar. Why do you keep jumping around like a jumping jack? Relax, yaar. You speak in your time. Why do you keep shouting? And you talking about drugs in Punjab? Do you live in Punjab? Yaar, Arnab, where does this guy live? He does not know nothing about Punjab. You don't know anything about the ground realities of Punjab. You come on a TV debate and say, "हमने कमर तोड़ दी." अरे कमर तुम्हारी टूटने वाली है. Let the elections come. People are going to throw you out. People are going to throw you out. That is why you are hobnobbing.
Fight.
सेपरेटिस्ट आप क्यों सेपरेटिस्ट के साथ हॉबनॉब कर रहे हो? आप क्यों खालिस्तानी जस्ट बिकॉज़ यू लॉस्ट पॉलिटिकल ग्राउंड इन पंजाब? अनमोल थोड़ा सा कम बोल, थोड़ा पानी पी यार. शाउटिंग यार, ऐसे डिबेट नहीं होता ना. दिस गाइस गेटिंग इनटू शाउटिंग मैच. क्या आदमी हो यार? लेट समबडी स्पीक यार. यू स्पीक इन योर टाइम, टेक नोट्स. व्हाइल आई स्पीक यू टेक नोट्स and you revert my facts if you have any
मीडिया हाउस चला रहे हैं एजेंडा. हम बोल रहे हैं सच.
आप लोग आग से
एविडेंस दे रहे हैं, फिर भी तुम्हें शर्म नहीं आती.
Fire, it will burn you down.
माफी मांगो.
We have lessons from the past. Anmol, थोड़ा सा कम बोल. Listen to me, Anmol. Listen to me, Anmol. थोड़ा सा कम बोल, Anmol. Your words have
ladies and gentlemen,
do you realize your words have no value in Punjab?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am only going to ask one question tonight, and the only question the nation wants an answer to. Are you going to revoke or extend NSA against this man? Nothing else. ये phone पढ़ के जवाब मत दीजिए. Are you going to revoke or extend NSA? We want it extended. We want it extended. We want the man inside, not outside. Okay, no. This is not acceptable. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not acceptable. And I have to move to my next debate, but Arvind Kejriwal must clarify. And immediately I am sending a request for an interview on Nation Wants to Know with Arvind Kejriwal. I must confront it. He must face me. How long can he hide? And ladies and gentlemen, the opposition's constant glorification of Aurangzeb is going to be met not with silence anymore. Workers of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and Bajrang Dal are staging massive protests demanding the destruction and removal of Aurangzeb's grave. Devendra Fadnavis, Chief Minister, has made his stand clear, stop the glorification or face consequences. But as usual, Uddhav Thackeray has sprung, it seems, to the defense of the Aurangzeb tomb. Let's debate.
देश की रक्षा कौन The call to demolish Aurangzeb's tomb has just grown louder. The Vishwa Hindu Parishad and Bajrang Dal staged a demonstration in Maharashtra. This demanding the removal of Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb's grave in Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar. Activists of the right-wing organizations gathered at the statue of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj in the Mahal area, raising slogans and burning an effigy of Aurangzeb. Fadnavis, meanwhile, has taken a clear stand inside the assembly. No more glorification of Aurangzeb.
आज यातनं एक संदेश निश्चितपणे जातो आहे की या देशामध्ये महिमा मंडन होईल तर ते छत्रपती शिवरायांच्या मंदिराचं होईल, औरंगजेबाच्या कबरीचं होणार नाही. हे देखील या निमित्ताने लक्षात घेतलं पाहिजे. आज हे ठीक आहे, खरं म्हणजे त्या औरंग्याची कबर कशाला हवी, परंतु आपल्याला देखील कल्पना आहे की एएसआयने त्याला 50 वर्षापूर्वी संरक्षित म्हणून अशा प्रकारचं त्या ठिकाणी स्थळ म्हणून घोषित केलेलं आहे आणि म्हणून त्याचं संरक्षण देखील करायची जबाबदारी ही राज्य सरकारवर आणि केंद्र सरकारवर येऊन पडलेली आहे. काय दुर्दैव आहे, ज्या औरंग्याने आमच्या हजारो लोकांना मारलं त्याच्याच कबरीचं संरक्षण आम्हाला करावं लागतं. पण एक वचन तुम्हाला निश्चितपणे देतो, काहीही झालं तरी या महाराष्ट्रामध्ये औरंगजेबाच्या कबरीचं महिमा मंडन होऊ देणार नाही, त्याचं उदात्तीकरण होऊ देणार नाही. त्याचं उदात्तीकरण करण्याचा कोणी प्रयत्न केला तर तो प्रयत्न त्याच ठिकाणी चिरडून टाकण्याचं काम या आम्ही केल्याशिवाय राहणार नाही. हे वचन छत्रपती शिवरायांच्या या मंदिराच्या समोर आपल्या सर्वांना मी देतो.
Backing him was his deputy Eknath Shinde.
ज्या भावना या शिवभक्तांच्या आहेत त्या भावनांचा आदर मी देखील करतो, कारण शेवटी औरंगजेब हा महाराष्ट्रावर चाल करून आला. त्याने अनेक मंदिरं तोडली, माता भगिनींवर अत्याचार केले आणि धर्मवीर संभाजी महाराजांचा अनन्वित छळ केला. 40 दिवस त्यांना हातपाय साखळदंडाने बांधून त्यांचे डोळे काढले, जीभ छाटली, त्यांची नखं कापली, अंगावरची कातडी सोडली. अत्याचार एवढे भयानक केले, परंतु छत्रपती धर्मवीर संभाजी महाराजांनी प्राणांचं बलिदान केलं, परंतु ते औरंग्यासमोर झुकले नहीं.
सभी लोगों की जो कब्रें हैं, उनके जो स्मृति है वो संभालना नहीं चाहिए, उनके ऊपर खर्चा नहीं करना चाहिए, वो ये देश से हटाना चाहिए. गुलामगिरी का प्रतीक देश में नहीं चाहिए.
But surprisingly, joining the Aurangzeb fan club is Uddhav Sena, claimant of the legacy of Bala Saheb Thackeray. The Uddhav Sena now says that Aurangzeb was a symbol of valor.
भाई अपनी असफलता झांकने के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी माहिर है और इसलिए ऐसे विषयों को ज्यादा बात करते रहते हो.
Is it a case of vote bank desperation that's guiding politics around Aurangzeb's tomb?
Shazia Elmi, Shaina NC will be joining us. Shazia Elmi, Kapil Madan backs the Congress. Shaina NC is from the Shiv Sena, the actual real Shiv Sena.
Yes.
The real Shiv Sena, Shaina, as opposed to the Uddhav faction. It's not even a faction. What do you call it? What do you call it?
Ubata Sena.
Huh?
The Ubata Sena that has lost all its ideology, has forgotten Hindu Hriday Samrat Adanya Bala Saheb Thackeray.
We don't need any certificate from you.
Okay, the background audio, we stopped 1 second. Kishore, you are now part of the Aurangzeb fan club.
Reporting.
Louder.
We are not glorifying Aurangzeb. We are supporting Devendra Fadnavis and Narendra Modi, if they want, they should remove the grave immediately. Do not make a politics out of it. We have been demanding that Aurangzeb grave should be removed. So why they are glorifying?
1 minute. China is countering you. That's not my understanding. That's not my understanding of the facts at all. You are. I let China come in. China.
You are
China and see louder, please. China, louder.
They have no authority to even speak on this issue because the day they left the ideology of Hindu
louder for China.
Bala Sahib Thackeray, they actually concocted with those people who only play this appeasement politics, which is the Congress Party, the NCP, and here Abu Azmi too. This Aurangzeb fan club that wakes up every morning and blabbers away, whether you have Sanjay Raut representing them, who needs mental counseling, and let me please say this with utmost sincerity, Arnab. You know, every day he'll say that, oh, Modi and Amit Shah.
Louder, please, China. Keep him down.
The fact is that you have to please understand when they leave, Indians, the Hindus and the Muslims will have two countries. What is all this nonsense? They haven't even gotten over the hangover of the Mughal dynasty. It is time they read books like Mazir-e-Alamgiri, which show you the dastardly acts of Aurangzeb, where he plundered thousands of Hindu temples. That time, Mr. Kishorji was absolutely silent. Do understand, when you have non-stop commentary which does not tally up, you have had the Kashi Vishwanath temple finished, the Trambakeshwar temple finished. It was only in 1751, Arnab, when the Marathas came back in Nasik, that they rebuilt the temple. And here you have the Ubata Sena that is mum on everything. And Mr. Sanjay Raut wakes up every single morning and has only commentary. What is going on? You have lost your ideology. The day you chose to align with all these people.
I think it's very sad that
contribute.
It's very sad that Kishore, listen to me. Kishore, it's very sad. It's very sad that Bala Sahib Thakray's son is today defending the Aurangzeb tomb. It's so sad. Bala Sahib Thackeray, Hindu Hriday Samrat, Bala Sahib Thakray's son is defending the Aurangzeb tomb.
He was the most cruel leader that we have ever seen. Please get over this British hangover and this Mughal hangover. And if you don't believe what we are saying, even read books like Mazir-e-Alamgiri, which was a chronicle of all the wrongs that the Mughal dynasty did, and especially Aurangzeb did.
Arnab, she is not replying. I am asking.
What? Replying to what? Replying to what? You have got your votes on only playing appeasement politics, Kishorji. Yours has been only appeasement politics to a certain segment of society that you have pandered to. And look at the ideology. Today the Shiv Sena is seeking votes from Muslims and Dalits and has lost its all-core Hindutva vote bank. You are part of this Abu Azmi charade, which is only
Anyway, you are doing a fine thing. I will make an observation on fact here. I will not say anything else. I'm going to make a factual statement. Please don't disturb me. Ladies and gentlemen, this group called, just be quiet please. This group which calls itself the Shiv Sena, which is not, it's the Uddhav Sena. It has supported everyone from Parambir Singh to Sachin Waze and now the Aurangzeb tomb. Well done. Good for you. Aurangzeb tomb supporters. Aurangzeb tomb supporters. Aurangzeb tomb supporters. The whole world knows you're Aurangzeb tomb supporter. Aurangzeb tomb supporter. Aurangzeb tomb supporter. Aurangzeb tomb supporter party.
We have not been glorifying anything.
Anyway, now opening the debate to
the removal of the grave.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you the Aurangzeb. I always suspected Uddhav Thakray's politics. Now it's come in the open. Parambir supporter, Sachin Waze supporter, Aurangzeb tomb supporter. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
So Arnab,
Okay.
are you saying that
Are you saying that Uddhav Thackeray has always been a closet Aurangzeb fan?
I feel, I don't know, Shazia.
That is what we see.
I feel he's
extremely shocking.
Yeah, Shazia is on the debate right now. Shazia.
I mean, be a Dara Shikoh fan. Be a Dara Shikoh fan. Be a Sarmat Kashini fan. But Aurangzeb fan? I mean, come on. And that they should be, and we have waited all these years, and only in this country, I'm telling you, only in this country is it possible. I want, Arnab, can you imagine in any other country this happening? That a tomb of an oppressor, of a tyrant, of a murderer is actually glorified, is protected. I mean, it's quite sad, you know. And now they're making excuses and making it about history and talking and giving it a spin, talking about bravery of Marathas. But I mean, come on. How can you? How can you? It is shocking. Nobody can bear any allegiance to that particular Mughal whatsoever. Whatsoever. And the very fact there are people over there right now wanting to protect it. And there is protection there, security there. It's a matter of shock to me. Shocking.
अरे बोलिए ताजमहल को उखाड़ के फेंकेंगे. बोलिए ना. मुगलों का कोई भी
मुगलों के सपोर्टर उद्धव ठाकरे. मुगलों के सपोर्टर उद्धव ठाकरे.
What is your
मुगलों के सपोर्टर उद्धव ठाकरे.
You think you are actually getting two Muslims by talking about Aurangzeb? What direction are you taking Muslims into? Or what on earth are you doing? I don't understand. This is such desperation.
Terrible.
Insane kind. This is desperation, bhai sahab. Kishore bhai, this is desperation of a very crazy kind. You have to introspect about what you're doing. You're going in a very dangerous direction. You have lost the plot many times over. And if this is the way you think, you will attract some Muslims. Some lunatics might come in. But if this is your way, is this your best strategy forward?
But Shaina, but Shazia, before I ask you here, a fact occurs to me. 1 minute. A basic question occurs to me. It is 1 minute. Kapil is also on. Kapil is on. 1 minute. It is your government. Go break it. कौन रोक रहा है आपको?
Yes, and
no, why don't you break it?
Fadnavis ji has stated categorically.
करना है तो पूछना क्या है, तोड़ दीजिए.
Yes, it will happen, and we have enough.
Very good if it happens.
करना होगा. बहुत clearly statement आया है. ये statement बहुत clearly आया है. There is no if and but.
No Muslim will oppose you.
Protect it.
Kapil, what's wrong? Let it be broken.
No, but why should it be?
Kapil from the Congress. Kapil.
Allow me to make only a few quick points. I totally agree with you that what Shazia said is extremely right, and there cannot be two doubts about it that Aurangzeb was a terrible leader. He was a barbaric ruler, and there cannot be any doubt or there cannot be any second thoughts about it. But my question here is Aurangzeb, responsible for the fact that we are not able to double our farmers' income? Is Aurangzeb responsible that we are not able to generate 2 crores employment?
Oh, come on, Kapil.
Is Aurangzeb responsible? Is Aurangzeb responsible because we are not able to create smart cities?
Sanjay Raut brought it up. Who brought it up?
Hold on, Shazia, hold on.
Hold
on, I am with Shazia.
You know, Shazia, if he says, if Kapil Madan says Aurangzeb is a murderer, he will be thrown out of Congress party. If Kapil Madan says, Shazia, that Aurangzeb is a merciless murderer whose tomb should be destroyed, he will be thrown out of the Congress party. He will not say that. He's too scared. He will not say that. Ask him, Shazia, to say that once. He won't. He'll just say to. He will not say one word then.
What a tyrant.
आज औरंगजेब ही एक कारण है.
He is also a closet Aurangzeb supporter.
नहीं हो पा रही. औरंगजेब ही आज का कारण है जिसकी वजह से स्मार्ट सिटीज नहीं बनी. औरंगजेब ही यही कारण है जिस.
अरे आपके लीडर वियतनाम से वापस आए. आपके लीडर वियतनाम से वापस आए कि अभी भी वहां पे भ्रमण कर रहे हैं. भ्रमण.
He was in the past also. He was a terrible ruler, and in the present also. I am saying.
No, was he a murderer? Is he anti-Hindu? Is he anti-Hindu? Was he anti-Hindu?
So hold on.
Hold on. Hold on, he thinks he's going to lose his Congress job.
You're looking so nonsensical. You're looking so nonsensical.
Better than you.
Arnab boss, I am saying, I'm sorry.
No, he confused. Okay. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I've gummed him today. He can't speak a word.
It's even more nonsensical.
Look at him today. Shazia is searching for words. He doesn't know what to say.
Rubbish.
Rubbish, absolute rubbish.
Day after day. And you have brought on the show Aurangzeb that we are even discussing
in the present also,
and
he
yes,
is
you're
the
right.
reason
And
and the root
Fadnavis
cause
has
of the
said
entire problem.
Then destroy the tomb. What's stopping you? Destroy the tomb. Destroy the tomb. What's stopping you? Break it down. What's stopping you?
I request Shazia Ilmi to, please do a press conference.
Yeah, I think the history of Aurangzeb and what he's done should be there, and that is what people should go and see the tomb and revere it. It is the last place you should want to go and revere. That is possible in a country even now. It's a matter of shock. And Devendra Fadnavis has said that the Congress party did it under Protected Monuments Act of ASI, which is again very shocking. That we have tolerated it. And then Sanjay Rao talks about Aurangzeb and says, no, Kapil, you're trying to put a spin on the matter. You know where the matter is originated from.
The point
and
is,
you know there is an Aurangzeb fan club.
You really want,
and whether it was, Aurangzeb wrote.
No, 1 minute. We have Shaina coming back on the debate. Shaina's turn. Shaina.
Forget what else the political narrative is. You have this Ubata Sena that is part of this movement. You have Ubata Sena who has only lost its ideology and has chosen to have this kind of a comment when they are in the assembly and questioning. 1 minute, let me please say, this timing is not questioned, the mindset is questioned. Why do we have a Mughal hangover? Why do we have a colonial hangover? Why have we not punished the most cruel leader? Read books like Mazir-e Alamgiri, I keep saying, because that is a chronicle of the wrongdoings of the Mughal dynasty, the wrongdoings of Aurangzeb, and it is only the Marathas that need to be looked up to. When you see a film like Chhava, obviously the timing is right now.
Should I answer now?
Chhatrapati Sambhaji was tortured by this the timing is questioned. You have a film which has come out, you have a obnoxious leader like Abu Azmi that has spoken on this issue, and you have public sentiment.
But Kishore Tiwari, your leader Sanjay Raut, your effect, who is actually the head of the Shiv Sena nowadays. But Uddhav Sena head is not Uddhav Thackeray, it is Sanjay Raut. Your leader Sanjay Raut has said.
Morning, Sanjay Raut wakes up and just blabbers. He needs mental counselling. He needs to make sure that he goes.
Sanjay Raut has said that the Aurangzeb tomb is a symbol of valor. He says Aurangzeb tomb is a symbol of valor, Shaurya, and it should never be broken. This is what he has said.
I am asking now, as a person that
Okay, Kishore.
Oh, Shahida, let me speak that the central and state government can remove the ASI protection in a day, and in a day or two they can remove the tomb. They should do it. We have not been doing any.
Shaina, why don't you do it? He says. Shaina, okay, Shaina first.
Talking about let Kishore Tiwari make up his mind. What is the stand of the Ubata Sena? Is it what he's saying just now, or is it what Sanjay Raut blabbers every single morning? They don't even have clarity on that. And let me please say that if you have this kind of a dilly-dallying, where you don't even know whether Aurangzeb is somebody that you look up to in your skewed mentality of deflecting from your core ideology of Hindutva, you haven't even...
Kishore, louder than Shazia. Kishore.
Yeah, Arnab, you asked me. I love you, you know it. We have been loving you a lot.
You are scared of me. You people are scared of me. Never forget that.
No.
I'm the fellow who gives your leader Uddhav Thackeray sleepless nights. And don't you take me for granted again. Didn't I teach you a tight lesson the last time? The last time, didn't I teach you a lesson? You've lost everything since you took me on. You lost your government, you lost your seat, you lost your respect, you lost your standing. You are a nowhere party. Don't take my name again. You want to lose whatever else you have left.
Arnab, I assure you.
Don't come close to Republic.
Your room in Taloja is safe.
Okay, anyway.
I have reserved your room in Taloja.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Every time I go to Taloja, I come back stronger. But you people are Aurangzeb supporters, Aurangzeb fan club. I feel sorry for you.
We have not been supporting.
Shazia, last word.
Last thing I want to say, please, small thing. Arnab, last thing I want to say, and I want everybody not just to read the book recommended by Shaina, but read what Dara Shikoh wrote about Sufism and Advaitwad, why he was killed by Aurangzeb. It is Majma-e Bahrain, confluence of two nations and two oceans. Read that and learn from that, because he wrote about Advaitism. You wrote about that, and everybody.
You must forget. And I'll tell you one thing. All the Sikhs in the country should know that the Congress party supports Aurangzeb because they don't respect the fact. Guru Tegh Bahadur's, the 9th Guru's execution was done by Aurangzeb. Because he refused to convert to Islam, because he says, I will not be a Muslim. I will uphold the right of Hindus. And this party, the Congress party and its ally, are today anti-Sikh also and anti-Hindu. I thought you were only anti-Hindu. Now I know you're anti-Sikh also. Ye karke fayda nahi hai. 1675, ladies and gentlemen, Aurangzeb executed Guru Tegh Bahadur. You think we'll forgive you?
You don't have any substance.
You think we'll forgive you? We won't forgive you. We won't forget. We don't forgive. We don't forget. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all very much for joining me. And on the other side tonight, an expose on how the people who are part of these anti-Waqf Bill protests actually don't know anything of what they're protesting about. When I'm back.
For a quick breather, Arnab will be right back with the debate.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Go SpaceX, go NASA Crew 10. Copy, 1 Alpha.
And liftoff of Crew 10 now
Vehicle
soaring to the
pitching
International
downrange.
Space Station. 1.7 million pounds of thrust now propelling Falcon 9 and
waiting to watch Crew 10 take off today.
from one another. Then the single Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage will ignite. We're continuing to get good call outs on the first stage performance so far.
Main engine cut off.
Falcon 9 second stage, which you can see there on your right hand screen.
And we're now at 3 minutes and 20 seconds in.
जितने भी देश में मस्जिद हैं, खबरिस्तान हैं, जिनके पास ठीक प्रकार से टाइटल है, जिसका वक्फ बाय यूजर के नाम पे सदियों से वहां यूसेज हो रहा है, नॉट अ सिंगल इंच ऑफ दैट लैंड विल बी टेकन अवे. एक इंच भी खतरा में नहीं है. ये सब पार्टियां जिनको जो अपने आप को सेक्युलर पार्टियां कहते हैं, वो मुसलमान के लिए कुछ नहीं किए.
For a quick breather, Arnab will be right back with the debate.
When Ravichandran Ashwin retired from international cricket in the middle of the Border Gavaskar Trophy series against Australia, many felt it came too soon. After all, Ashwin was still performing at a high level in home conditions and was beginning to contribute more and more with the bat too whenever he got the chance to do so. But Ashwin has now revealed that he wanted to retire much before December. He had planned to call it quits after his 100th test, which came against England at Dharamshala in January 2024. What's more, he had even called former India captain MS Dhoni to hand over the special memento he received, but Dhoni was unable to make it. I called MS Dhoni for my 100th test in Dharamshala to hand over the memento. I wanted to make that my last test, but he couldn't make it, Ashwin said. However, Ashwin did not regret Dhoni's absence as, according to him, he received a much better gift from him when he was bought by the Chennai Super Kings at the IPL 2025 auction. I didn't think he would give me the gift of getting me back to CSK. It's a much better one. So thank you MS for doing it. I'm glad to be here, said Ashwin. Ashwin had last played for CSK in 2015 but was a key part of the CSK side that won back-to-back titles in 2010 and 2011. But, according to Ashwin himself, he will forever be indebted to Dhoni for giving him the chance to play in a star-studded IPL side.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
The All India Muslim Personal Law Board's so-called massive protest against the Waqf Bill, the one backed by OAC, has been completely torn apart by Republic's exclusive investigation. This was a protest meant to be about saving Waqf properties, but it turned out to be a stage-managed spectacle with a manufactured mob. Ladies and gentlemen, the people who were there saying we are here to protest against the Waqf Bill had no idea about what the bill was about. We went around asking them. They were totally clueless or they were misled. They were struggling to mechanically parrot a pre-fed script. Asaduddin Owaisi, standing before the crowd, thundered that the bill will snatch graveyards, dargahs, a claim that not a single protester can explain. Even when questioned repeatedly, we kept trying. Our reporters went there and we kept asking these protesters directly, and the results were beyond shocking. Most of them were fumbling. Many of them muttered, "Pata nahi, jo bhi hai," which means "I have no idea, whatever," and looked away. While others kept repeating "Musalman ki sampatti hai," as if programmed to do so without understanding the legal context. Who fed them this line? Who handed them the script? Was this outrage staged from the start? So the real question is this a genuine protest, or are there some vested interests trying to peddle fear to manipulate sentiment? Because if the bill is so dangerous, wouldn't the protesters be able to name even one clause, one line, one basic factual objection? Wouldn't they have a basic understanding of what they were fighting against? Instead, we saw a group of people fed half-truths, gathered to push an agenda with absolutely no idea, ladies and gentlemen. It was, I saw at a FCA protest, an actor, I think Farhan Akhtar, stood there and gave a speech, but Farhan Akhtar knew nothing about CA. Even today he knows nothing about CA. Ladies and gentlemen, the Waqf Board, an unelected, unchecked body, has been operating like a parallel land ministry, grabbing villages, grabbing land, threatening people, government buildings, even trying to take over protected ASI monuments. And when the government finally moves to regulate it, to ensure transparency, to protect public property. These groups like the All India Majlis-e-Ittihad al-Muslimin put a lot of people out there who tell Republic, we have no idea what this is about. Now, this seems to me to be like a Shaheen Bagh situation where the people who were blocking the roads had no idea what they were protesting about. They were just told, you are Muslim and you're going to lose your citizenship. Obviously, the Congress party lied to them. The All India Majlis-e-Ittihad al-Muslimin lied to them. And today, most of those people know they didn't lose their citizenship. This answer, I have no clue, is very dangerous. Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, if this spreads among the Muslim community of this country. If dozens of millions of Muslims believe that this is an anti-Muslim move without knowing anything about why it is, how provocative that can be. And it is into that cauldron of provocation that Owaisi and Rahul Gandhi want to throw the country. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Owaisi claims to be a Muslim leader and Rahul Gandhi leads an only pro-Muslim party. He wants to divide Hindus. He doesn't even believe India as a nation. Can we trust people like Owaisi and Rahul Gandhi with the future of this country? We can't. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why watching this report and the debate that follows is extremely important. Let's debate.
Days after the opposition warned of street action against the Waqf Amendment Bill, the All India Muslim Personal Law Board staged a protest at the Jantar Mantar today. Or maybe it wasn't a protest at all. Because when Republic confronted some of the protesters trying to sense what their demands were from the government on the much debated bill, our questions were met with evidently clueless answers.
आपको पता है कि ये जो बिल है जहाँ पे जो इंट्रोड्यूस होने वाला है जिसको मतलब सरकार लाएगी, इसके बिल किस लिए है, इसका मुख्य वजह क्या है करने की?
जो भी है।
आपको पता है कि आप किस लिए विरोध देने आए हैं या फिर आप बस ऐसे यहाँ पे आए हैं, आपको बोला गया आने के लिए? आप कुछ बोलना चाहे कि आप किस लिए यहाँ पे आए हैं?
हाँ जी, हमें पता है किस लिए आए, क्योंकि ये मुसलमानों की संपत्ति है, वक़्फ़ की जो ज़मीन है।
कोई लोग बोलेंगे कि सिर्फ मुसलमानों की ही क्यों, देश की क्यों नहीं?
क्योंकि मुसलमान जो
हिस्सों किया था जी, मुसलमानों ने हिस्सों को दान किया हुआ है, यह मुसलमानों की संपत्ति है जी।
देश की संपत्ति नहीं है?
देश की कैसे है जी?
Misinformed, unaware and misled, Republic has blown the lid off those protesting against the Waqf Amendment Bill. While the opposition's fear-mongering continues, the centre is confident of bringing the bill into effect.
हमारा काम विरोध करना है क्योंकि ये अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल है। ये बिल वक्फ की जायदाद को बचाने के लिए, एनक्रोचर्स को निकालने के लिए नहीं, बल्कि वक्फ की जायदादों को खत्म करने के लिए।
The Waqf Board bill is brought with the intent to bring professionalism, good management practices and transparency in the management of Waqf Board. Those who are on the right side of the law have nothing to fear about.
Hired crowds and situational awareness. Have the people been entirely misled about the Waqf menace and the significance of the amendment?
Now I'm going to begin tonight with a few questions to the founder of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, Muhammad Suleiman, and I request Ratan Sharda and Sanju Verma and Tala Amir Rashidi to allow me this. Mr. Suleiman, I want you to answer my questions and not give a speech. Please answer my questions. My first question is that nobody in this All India Muslim Personal Law Board protest knew anything about this Waqf Bill. They did not know anything. In fact, many of them did not even know why they were protesting. हमने पूरे सवाल पूछे, उनको पता ही नहीं है. They have no idea. We kept asking them, बोलते पता नहीं, आप क्यों protest कर रहे हैं, पता नहीं. That means they have no idea. Why did you bring these people from?
Very well. You were searching a few who didn't know anything about the intent of the amendment.
No. We were asking questions.
But you did not.
And the crowd was uninformed.
You did not approach. No, I'm answering. Please listen. I'm answering. Why you have no patience to listen my answer? I'm answering. You did not ask any question with those who were educated, who were there on the stage and elsewhere, those who could reply your questions. You are searching some few persons who, villagers, of course, did not know details of the intent of the amendment. What government is...
Why are people who don't know anything protesting?
Actually...
Why are people who say pata hi nahi hai protesting? Placard leke ghum kyun rahe?
You should have asked why they came. You said it is managed and orchestrated. Not like that. Spontaneously people responded to the call of the All India Muslim Personnel Board. Which is a body represents the religious issues of the Indian Muslim. And this amendment of the Waqf Act is intended to take away the religious right of the Indian Muslim, which are enshrined and guaranteed
now,
under Article
Mr. Suleiman, my next question is this. See, Mr. Suleiman.
These properties are the divine properties donated by Muslims for the charity, for the noble cause, for graveyards, mosques and madrasas and schools and
okay, Mr. Suleiman, see.
And you say...
Mr. Suleiman, I want to go to my next question.
What do you intend to?
Kindly listen to me, Mr. Suleiman, to my next question.
Please. I'm ready.
Now, this Waqf properties, a lot of money is there, lot of money, crores, hundreds of crores, thousands of crores is there in these properties locked in, which means somebody is making this money, Mr. Suleiman, and somebody is putting this money into their own pocket. Not 1 rupee from this is used for poor Muslims, which means some Muslims have become very rich. You are therefore representing the interests of these very rich Muslims. You know, the Sachar Committee report found that Indian Muslims face economic hardship, but no money from the thousands of crores from these Waqf properties is used for the welfare of these poor Muslims. So this is a poor Muslim versus rich Muslim fight, and you are supporting the rich Muslims. Otherwise, you should give me accounts of the tens of thousands of crores that is earned from these Waqf properties. किसके पॉकेट में जाता है सुलेमान जी? तकलीफ तो उनको हो रही है, और आप इन गरीब मुसलमानों को यूज करके इनको प्रोटेस्ट में ले आते हैं. बहुत गलत कर रहे हैं आप, बहुत गलत कर रहे हैं.
Are you ready?
Nobody will forgive you for
this.
Reply?
Yes. Have you patience to listen my reply?
Yes.
Mr. Goswami,
yes.
Please have patience to listen my reply.
Have patience to listen to my question. Have patience to listen to my question. Have patience to listen to my question also.
Are there? Are you in position? Is BJP government, can it dare to nominate non-Sikh, non-Hindus? They are in different endowments. Why this government is intending to nominate non-Muslim in Waqf management, Central Waqf Council, Waqf Boards and different units?
अरे आप लॉ बोर्ड हैं, आप पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड है, आप प्रॉपर्टी इश्यूज पे क्यों घुस रहे हैं? आप पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड है, आप प्रॉपर्टी के इशू में क्यों घुस रहे हैं? ट्रिपल तलाक से लेकर प्रॉपर्टी इशू में क्यों घुस रहे हैं? आपकी इंटरेस्ट क्या है? Why are you getting into a property issue?
That is the reason why
आप उस पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड है. Why are you getting into a property issue? आप प्रॉपर्टी इशू में क्यों घुस रहे हैं सुलेमान जी?
These properties are donated by Muslim community for the interest, for the charity, for the management of the mosque, graveyard and different institutions. Why government intended to take away, usurp the Waqf properties?
This is, Mr. Suleiman, let me tell you. Let me ask you one question. 1 minute.
Commissioner, and you are giving
Mr. Suleiman.
right to the district magistrate and collector of the districts.
Yes, because it comes in the territory of India. It is on Indian territory.
We are also part
and Indian authorities have a right over it.
It's not your monopoly. We are equally Indian like you.
Yeah, but don't get into everything. Are you disregarding the powers of a district magistrate? Are you saying a district magistrate has no right in this country?
Fight Indians.
Are you saying a ministry, a government, a district magistrate has no right? He has right over every square inch of this country, I say. Every square inch of this country comes under Indian government authorities. What are you saying?
You are setting a wrong narrative.
You are setting a wrong narrative. With respect, Mr. Suleiman, and my next question to you is this. My next question to you is this. My next question to you is this. You mislead the country, not me, Mr. Suleiman. You are misleading the country.
We will go to the people. And today protest was participated by thousands of non-Muslims.
Nobody knew. पता ही नहीं था इनको क्या है वक्फ बोर्ड.
There in the state.
अच्छा, now my last question is this.
The public will not know.
Oh, Republic knows everything. Republic is the most watched, most powerful, most influential and biggest news network in this country. If we don't know, who will know? Now let me tell you this, Mr. Suleiman. The Waqf Board are basically ruled by elite and rich Muslims. You have negligible participation of Dalits. You have negligible participation of tribals and backward Muslims. In fact, minorities like Pasmanda Muslims neither draw any monetary benefit out of these boards, nor do they have any representation on the Waqf Board. Why are Pasmanda Muslims not having enough representation on the Waqf Board? The nation wants to know.
They are everybody. Here in our community, there is no discrimination.
Why are 16,937 Waqf properties accused of encroachment in India? Why are you encroaching other people's land, encroaching airports, encroaching Archaeological Survey of India institution, even encroaching temples?
We know that. No. Every street, every crossroad, there are temples. We never object.
Anyway, Waqf is not a religious denomination. Waqf is not a religious denomination. It does not fulfill any of the three criteria of a religious denomination laid down by the Supreme Court in the Brahmachari versus State of West Bengal 1995. And therefore, any changes suggested to the Waqf Board will not violate any fundamental right guaranteed under Article 25 and 26 of the Indian Constitution.
We are fully constitutionally rightful to protest peacefully when there is grievance, when there is damages of our future.
ये आपके कांग्रेस पार्टी बोल रही है सड़कों में आ जाओ, इसको पीसफुल लगता है आपको? ये पीसफुल है? सड़क पे उतर आना ये पीसफुल लैंग्वेज है? सड़क पे उतर जाना, शाहीन बाग पीसफुल थी? शाहीन बाग पीसफुल थी?
We have gone for protest with due permission of the administration. We protested today in Jantar Mantar.
Where nobody knew what they were protesting about. किसी को पता ही नहीं है.
Just to mislead.
We don't even know what we are protesting.
आपको नहीं है.
हमने रिपोर्टर भेजा, सबने देखा.
Because you don't want to know. Because you don't want to know.
You don't want to see the truth that I put on tape.
You are अंधभक्त of RSS.
ठीक है, आपको प्रॉब्लम क्या है? आपको प्रॉब्लम क्या है? आपको आरएसएस से प्रॉब्लम है? आपको आरएसएस से प्रॉब्लम क्या है? आपको आरएसएस से प्रॉब्लम क्या है? क्या आरएसएस बोर्ड बना रही है? क्या आरएसएस प्रॉपर्टी मैटर्स में घुस रही है? क्या आरएसएस ने बोला कि इतने एकड़ जमीन हमको दे दीजिए? क्या आरएसएस उनकी रेंट ले रही है? आपको आरएसएस से प्रॉब्लम क्या है? हर बार एंटी आरएसएस बात करते रहते हैं.
हम जानते हैं
ये किस तरह की भाषा है सुलेमान जी?
यूजर जो है समाप्त करना चाहते. आपकी भाषा मुस्लिम को डेमोनाइज करने की है.
आप मुसलमानों को भड़का रहे हैं. आप मुसलमानों को भड़का रहे हैं.
करते हैं.
आप भड़का रहे हैं उनको. आप भड़का रहे हैं. आप भड़काइए मत सुलेमान जी. डोंट ट्राई टू प्रोवोक मुस्लिम्स.
हम उनको बता रहे हैं,
वो तो देख रहे हैं लोग, दिख रहा है उनको
कि देश का
वो तो दिख रहा है, सुलेमान जी दिख रहा है, जो कह रहे हैं पता ही नहीं है, पता ही नहीं है क्यों प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं,
गोस्वामी
पता ही नहीं है कह रहे प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं। और हमारे साथ इस वक्त ऑन द डिबेट शालिनी अली इज नेशनल कन्वीनर ऑफ द मुस्लिम राष्ट्रीय मंच। सवाल आपको पूछ रही है शालिनी अली, 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 शालिनी अली आपको सवाल पूछ रही है। सुलेमान जी डिबेट शुरू कर रहे हैं, शालिनी अली जी।
लेट मी जस्ट गेट इट क्लियर, सुलेमान साहब और बाकी जो ऐसे नेता हैं जो सोचते हैं कि उन्होंने मुसलमानों के लिए ठेका उठा रखा है, बेड़ा ले रखा है और इस देश के सारे मुसलमान उनकी कहीं भी बातों को फॉलो करेंगे, बहुत गलत है। ये ऐसे लोग हैं जो मुसलमान महिलाओं को अंदर आने की कोशिश करते हैं, ये ऐसे लोग हैं जो मुसलमानों को, मुसलमान बेवाओं को पेंशन नहीं पहुंचाने देते, ये ऐसे मुसलमान हैं जिन्होंने कुरान को ठीक से पढ़ा नहीं है, रटा है, ये ऐसे मुसलमान हैं जो ट्रिपल तलाक के लॉ को लाना नहीं चाह रहे थे, ये ऐसे मुसलमान हैं जिनको ट्रांसपेरेंसी नहीं चाहिए, जिन्होंने इन सारे लैंड माफियाओं को अपने साथ में हिस्सेदारी दे रखी। शर्म आनी चाहिए आपको कि आप चाहते हैं कि मुसलमान को उसका हक ना मिले, शर्म आनी चाहिए आपको।
Graphics in the middle tonight. And Owaisi Shah.
सरकार को धमकियां देते हैं।
Shalini Ali is on the debate. Shalini Ali. Shalini Ali louder. Shalini Ali louder.
मुसलमान कहने में मुझे शर्म आती है, आप कोई सच्चे मुसलमान नहीं है। ये जितनी भी जमीनें हैं वक्फ की, वो अल्लाह के नाम के लिए है, मुसलमानों के लिए है। कहाँ है कॉलेजेस, कहाँ है बेवाओं के पेंशन, कहाँ है मेडिकल कॉलेजेस? आप मुझे जवाब दीजिए। चीखने से कुछ नहीं हासिल होगा। मेरे को शर्म आती है आज जब मैंने सुना कि जगदम्बिका पाल जी को आप लोग धमकी दे रहे हैं। आपको शर्म नहीं आती है? आप कानून को नहीं जानते, भारत के संविधान के अगेंस्ट आप जा रहे हैं, आप किसी को धमकियां दे रहे हैं। आप पीसफुल कहते हैं। शाहीन बाग में जब वो हुआ था, कितने लोगों की मौत हो गई थी कि वो एम्बुलेंस में पहुंच नहीं पा रहे थे मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज के लिए। आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए। लोगों को 10-10 किलोमीटर एक्स्ट्रा चलना पड़ा था। शर्म आनी चाहिए।
You have taken away right of management
एक हिस्सा दे रखा है।
You have taken right of management from Nandel Gurdwara. Now you want to take away right of
ऐसे लोगों को बिल्कुल हक नहीं होना चाहिए बोलने के लिए। ये ठेकेदार नहीं है मुसलमान।
Okay, one minute. सुलेमान जी, आप दूसरों की बात क्यों नहीं सुन रहे? आप शालिनी अली को बोलने क्यों नहीं दे रहे?
Protest against it.
बंद कर सकते हैं अन्ना, पर आज देश मुसलमान का मुंह बंद नहीं कर सकते हैं।
50-50
बंद करके बीजेपी का काम कर रहे हैं।
सुलेमान जी, आप मेरे से बहुत सीनियर हैं, मगर आप ऐसी बातें ना करें, सबको रेस्पेक्ट करिए।
मेडिकल
देश के लोग समझ रहे हैं।
आप अल्लाह के नाम पे कॉलेजेस क्यों नहीं चाहते हैं? आप कल को ये बात भी रख देंगे कि मैं एक मुसलमान हूँ, मेरे को एक मुसलमान जज के सामने जाना है। आप कल को ये बात भी डाल देंगे कि मैं मुसलमान हूँ, मुझे मुसलमान पुलिस ऑफिसर के सामने जाना है। आप देखिए वक्त की प्रॉपर्टी कितनी है जहाँ पे हिंदुओं ने
दुनिया में नहीं है। सावरकर जी से पूछिए, आप
देंगे।
एक मिनट, राइट नाउ आई एम गेटिंग विजुअल्स। मुझे विजुअल आ रहे हैं नागपुर से विजुअल्स। लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, आई नीड टू शो सम पिक्चर्स। दे आर राइट नाउ कमिंग ऑन द NI Select feed. Ladies and gentlemen, these are visuals coming in from Nagpur. These are first visuals coming in from Nagpur, where we are told that there has been a clash. There have been clashes in Nagpur over the Aurangzeb issue. ये हमारे पास अभी latest visuals आ रहे हैं, and they are breaking now. Republic Bharat should also break these visuals. These pictures are coming in from Nagpur. Nagpur, ladies and gentlemen, where there are violent clashes that have been reported over the Aurangzeb issue. These pictures, there is heavy police deployment. We are told that this has happened in Nagpur. There is a lot of tension in Nagpur, in the Mahal area of Nagpur. There has been a dispute between two groups. Vehicles have been vandalized and torched, and there has been stone pelting. There is a lot of police personnel in that area right now. We are told the situation there is calm right now. The area has been vacated. ये महाराष्ट्र से तस्वीरें आ रही हैं. These visuals are from Maharashtra, because this has happened after the workers of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and the Bajrang Dal left from this area. There was a peaceful protest that was carried out by the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and the Bajrang Dal. After that, we are told this agitation happened at the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Pratima Chowk in Mahal, and after the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and Bajrang Dal left from there, we are told members of the Muslim community gathered in large numbers and started raising slogans. The police intervened, calmed everyone down. Tasveerein dekhiye, ladies and gentlemen. After that, during the agitation of Bajrang Dal, the effigy of Aurangzeb had been burnt. Ladies and gentlemen, after which the Muslim community said that their sentiments were hurt, and there was a protest which happened near the statue of Shivaji Maharaj. These visuals are latest visuals. Police have been attacked. Police have been attacked, ladies and gentlemen, in Nagpur. See the pictures, Ratan Chadda. The situation is very concerning. Ratan Chadda breaking pictures coming in. Police have also been attacked. The police have also not been spared. This is a very bad situation. Very bad situation, ladies and gentlemen. These are pictures coming in from Nagpur. You want to say something on this, please? Ratan Chadda. We are straying away.
I'll come from where this starts.
Yeah.
Arnab, I'll start from where this story picks up. The people who believe that they are the offsprings of Aurangzeb, they have a right to rule over India, and Hindus cannot be trusted. They created a mayhem, they created a violent scenario in direct action 1946, which led to the division of by India by giving 1/3 of the land to those violent mobs. And they believe that they live in Sharia in Pakistan. The people who voted for that stayed back, and those who wanted to stay back in a secular India stayed back. Today they are creating the same scenario. Whether it's the threat on the road when they said, अगर आपने Waqf Board का bill लाया तो हम क्या-क्या कर देंगे पता नहीं आपको, सामना हो जाएगा. Same people here on the street are doing the same thing. So this is a scenario which is being repeated after direct action, and unless we take cognizance of this, it faces more problems because the Waqf Board Act was never
and
there.
This is not right. I mean, I want to, ladies and gentlemen, we'll let Ratan Chadda the bottom left, and on the bottom left, so that the visuals are big out there. Bottom right and bottom left, Ratan Chadda versus Tala Amir Rashidi. ये तस्वीरें जो हमारे स्क्रीन पर आ रही हैं. There are some people who are supporters of Aurangzeb. ये कौन लोग हैं जो औरंगजेब के सपोर्टर है? तला आमिर रशीदी, राष्ट्रीय उलमा काउंसिल स्पोक्सपर्सन. ये कौन लोग हैं जो औरंगजेब फैन हैं? Who are these fans of Aurangzeb? Tala Amir Rashidi.
Was created to stop the Ram Mandir construction. Remember this. They have no right over the Muslim community. They are self-appointed guardian of the Muslim community who have no standing in the public. All India Muslim Law Board has just one member of the parliament. They claim to be representing Muslims. What representation are they doing?
Also. Get AIMM as well. Tala Amir Rashidi, your response to the visuals right now. Tala Amir Rashidi, आप support करते हैं इस तरह का दंगा, इस तरह की violence, इस तरह का पथराव? ये चाहते हैं आप? आपकी position क्या है इस पर? Tala Amir Rashidi, can you reply?
अरे मुझे ये बताइए औरंगजेब को क्या लगता है?
His feet is frozen. सुलेमान जी, आपको कुछ कहना है कि नहीं कहना है? ये क्या हो रहा है?
आपका टर्कों का खून है.
अब औरंगजेब के नाम पर इधर, औरंगजेब के समर्थन पे इधर दंगे होंगे? सुलेमान जी,
आपने मुझे आज वक्फ अमेंडमेंट बिल पर चर्चा के लिए बुलाया.
जी बुलाया था, मगर ये ब्रेकिंग खबर है.
मुझे ये बताइए वक्फ बोर्ड के बारे में बात करते हैं. वक्फ बोर्ड का बिल 1954 के पहले नहीं था. आपके जिनको चाहिए था वक्फ बोर्ड पाकिस्तान में चले गए, क्या हिस्सा ले गए, उनका क्या हक है दोबारा लैंड मांगने का? आपको 1954 में वक्फ बोर्ड मिला. 1954 से लेकर 1995 तक 40 साल तक अमेंडमेंट की जरूरत नहीं थी. 1995 में क्या हो गया कि कानून का हिस्सा बनाया आपने? मुझे बताइए. 1954 में बना था ना, वक्फ एक्ट बना था. 1950 में तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में नहीं था, तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन कैसे हो गया? 1954 में बना, उसके बाद 1995 तक कुछ नहीं कर पाया. वही चल रहा था, तब आपका धर्म संकट में नहीं था. 1995 के बाद में आपको ऐसे राइट्स मिले जिससे आप किसी प्रॉपर्टी को अपना बोल देंगे, जिसको मर्जी निकाल देंगे. 1300 साल पुराना मंदिर होगा, वो कह देंगे वो हमारा है. 700 साल पुराना एक आपका पंथ है, वो 1500 साल पुराने मंदिर को अपना बोल देगा. वो क्यों नहीं बदलना चाहिए?
ये झूठ का परिंदा है.
झूठ की क्या बात है? आपने किया कि नहीं किया? सूरत कॉर्पोरेशन आपकी,
कभी ऐसा नहीं हुआ
आपका
किसी मुस्लिम ने दूसरी की प्रॉपर्टी को
कौन से प्रॉपर्टी बताइए मुझे। केवल बकवास करने आते हैं यहाँ पर, आप दुरुपयोग करते हैं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का। कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का कुछ नहीं लिखा कि केवल मुसलमान को राइट है, बाकी किसी को अपनी प्रॉपर्टी सेव करने का राइट नहीं है। क्या मेरी प्रॉपर्टी आप करेंगे? मेरी प्रॉपर्टी अपनी बोलेंगे, मैं सिद्ध करूंगा कि मेरी है कि नहीं है। आप डिसाइड करेंगे मेरी प्रॉपर्टी के बारे में। कानून कानून डिसाइड करेगा कि आप डिसाइड करेंगे? कौन है आप?
Breaking story right now, ladies and gentlemen, right now coming in from Nagpur. We're going to get a live report from Nagpur. I want Sanju Verma also to come into this debate. Sanju Verma is on the debate. I'm straying away. We are on the breaking story. Sanju Verma, we began by discussing Waqf, but very disturbing and very concerning visuals coming in tonight from Nagpur, a large city, and you're seeing the huge fires breaking out, cars burnt, police attacked, many policemen have been attacked. There has been stone pelting. There was stone pelting recently in Mao. After the Indian cricket team won, there is stone pelting in Nagpur. After some people are saying demolish Aurangzeb's mosque. Who are these Aurangzeb supporters? You have a BJP-led government. Why are you allowing it? This is Devendra Fadnavis's own hometown. Sanju.
Arnab, first and foremost, let me make this very clear. Law and order is a state subject, and I'm sure the Fadnavis government will crack the whip and howl on these anti-social elements, जिनका औरंगजेब का प्यार उभर कर अभी arson, loot, violence, vandalism में तब्दील हो चुका है. Let me make one thing very clear, that the Waqf Amendment Bill was discussed for 112 hours. There's a 281-page dissent note which was discussed threadbare. There are 44 amendments that have taken place after consensus. There were 13 sessions where this bill was discussed. So ये कहना that the Modi government has suo moto unilaterally brought in the Waqf Amendment Act, I think that is a whole lot of balderdash. Pehla argument. Second argument, Arnab, very quickly. All these people belonging to the Aurangzeb side, you know, ये कहते हैं, अरे Muslim nations में Waqf is a reality. And I just did some homework. Afghanistan, Algeria, Bahrain, Bangladesh.
No, we have to go back to the Aurangzeb issue.
Jordan, Kuwait, Libya, Malaysia, Maldives, Mauritius, Morocco, Oman, Pakistan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, Syria, Tunisia, Yemen, UAE. These are all Islamic nations where Islam is the state religion. और इनके यहाँ वक्फ नामक कोई एक्ट, कोई लॉ
अरे आपको कुछ पता ही नहीं है, बिना उम्र से चले आती है, कुछ पता है, जाइए दुबई में देखिए, वक्त की कुछ मिनिस्ट्री है, यू हैव टू सम होमवर्क। आप ऑफिशियल प्रवक्ता हैं, आपको कुछ पता रहता नहीं, व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी से पढ़कर आप लोग आते हैं, व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी के दावे इकट्ठा करती है, बोर्ड के बारे में पता ही नहीं, तो आप यूएई और दुनिया भर के अल्जीरिया और फला जगह का कोट करेंगी। ये व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी का डेटा, व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी का ज्ञान भाजपा के कार्यालय में दीजिएगा, सबको पता है कि आप लोग कहाँ से डेटा लेकर
कमिश्नर विल टेक अ कॉल, द डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर विल टेक अ कॉल, द सिविल कोर्ट विल टेक अ कॉल,
मुख्यालय में जाकर दीजिएगा, पता कीजिए। आपको देश के वक्फ के राइट के बारे में पता ही नहीं है। वक्फ इज एन एसेंशियल रिलीजियस राइट ऑफ द मुस्लिम्स एंड दैट इज बीइंग गारंटीड बाय द आर्टिकल 25 ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन।
ग्रेटर अकाउंटेबिलिटी and greater inclusivity. We are saying women should also be a part of Waqf committees. आपको क्या दिक्कत है if women are
No, we have the breaking story right now, ladies and gentlemen, breaking story. मुझे बताइए जो प्रो औरंगजेब ग्रुप्स ने वायलेंस की है, तला में रशीदी, सुलेमान जी,
they cannot tolerate elected member by bar, by parliament, by assembly. They want to nominate.
I don't care. I am asking right now, Suleiman ji, 1 second. I cannot tolerate violence by pro-Aurangzeb groups anywhere in my country.
जवाब देने दीजिए. Let me respond.
No. Talk about the Aurangzeb fans.
Yes, let me respond, Arnab.
Talk about the Aurangzeb fans.
Talk about hypocrisy.
Talk about Aurangzeb fans in my country. Tala Rashidi is on the debate. Tala on the right. Tala and Sanju on Aurangzeb.
दिन रात औरंगजेब का गुणगान कौन करता है, कौन औरंगजेब की तस्वीर पढ़ता है, सबको पता है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोगों को, बीएचपी के लोगों को, बजरंग दल के लोगों को बिना औरंगजेब, बिना बाबर, बिना अकबर का नाम लिए रात को नींद भी नहीं आती। हिंदुस्तान का मुसलमान औरंगजेब और बाबर का नाम नहीं लेता। ये दिन रात औरंगजेब और बाबर का नाम लेते हैं, उनका गुणगान करते रहते हैं। दूसरी बात, आपने कहा कि बीएचपी बजरंग दल वाले वहां पे पीसफुल प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे। आई ऑब्जेक्ट, ये प्रिजडिस है आपको। आप बीएचपी बजरंग दल की रैली में जो नारे दिए जाते हैं, जो प्रोवोकिंग नारे दिए जाते हैं, वो सुनिए। जिन्होंने दंगा भड़काने वाले निश्चित नारे दिए होंगे। बिना जांच के आप ये कैसे कह सकते हैं कि
Because are not complete. Because check your grade.
औरंगजेब से इतना प्यार क्यों है भाई साहब?
बीएचपी वाले
Who destroyed the Vishwanath temple? Who destroyed the Soमनाथ temple?
बढ़ावा देती है और इस तरह की हिंसा करने वाले लोगों को बढ़ावा देती है। ये बोलते जाएंगे व्हाट्सएप का ज्ञान लेकर दुबई, अल्जीरिया।
I'm going to try and get ladies and gentlemen, you see these pictures. Sanju, 1 minute. Sanju, 1 minute. Look at the visuals, ladies and gentlemen. Ratan Sharda, ye dekhiye. These are the latest visual of the stone pelting in Nagpur. Why do we have stone? No. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing that? How many times and in how many ways, Ratan Sharda, will we see stone pelting mobs on the loose in this country?
Arnab,
taking the law into their own hands.
Being done. It is a challenge to Devendra Fadnavis because he said he will not let the people who glorify Aurangzeb have a peaceful protest for whatever they can do. He will crush such people who want to glorify Aurangzeb. He said it. So as a revenge, these people have taken up this riot in Nagpur because I will tell you, after 1927, when Dr. Hedger stopped the riots, there are no riots in Nagpur till after 102 years.
Great,
this day.
yeah.
So this day is very important. It is against Devendra Fadnavis. It is deliberate mischief.
One more visual has come. मैं दिखाना चाहता हूँ. People need to see. One more visual has come. I want to show you. There is a person burning car. गाड़ी जला के पत्थर मार के. इनको गुस्सा किससे है? इनको गुस्सा किस पर है? किस पर गुस्सा है? किस पर गुस्सा है इन्हें?
आप कहते हैं ना मैं FIR करो.
You simply won't allow me to respond, Arnab.
Tala me Rashidi, see this visual, not this. The one where there is the latest visual on the group which I have right now.
Allow me to respond.
What do you want to respond to? What do you want to respond to? This is my country. In Mao there was stone pelting. In Nagpur there was stone pelting. You want this country to remain all of us to keep quiet and watch this country burn? We will not allow that. We will not allow our country to burn.
This is my country and even we won't allow the right wing to spread nafrat in my country. और ये जो रतन शारदा बैठे हैं,
you will directly go on the court. You will directly go on the streets and burn. Go on the street, throw stones everywhere you want to. You tell us to go to police whenever anything wrong. You should file an FIR when anything is wrong. But when it comes to you, you will burn the cars, you will burn the streets, you will throw stones just because you don't want to go to the police.
I want to go from Nagpur, please. Tala Ramir Rashidi. Tala, louder.
ये देश विरोधी नारे लगाते हैं, मुसलमानों के खिलाफ नारे लगाते हैं, नफरत फैलाने वाले नारे लगाते हैं।
बाकी चैनल तो दिखा भी नहीं रहे।
बीएचपी और बजरंग दल का प्रोटेस्ट शांतिपूर्वक होगा। ये भड़काने के नारे लगाते हैं। ये कहते हैं जब डैश काटे जाएंगे, डैश डैश चिल्लाएंगे। ये कहते हैं डैश को गोली मारो, डैश को। इनके नारे देखिए, इनकी चाल चरित्र देखिए। ये हिंसा पे इनकी परवरिश होती है, ये हिंसा पे फलते हैं। बिना हिंसा के ये कदम नहीं चल सकते। और भारतीय जनता पार्टी और इनकी सरकारें इनका प्रोत्साहन करती है। पीछे से इनको
somebody provoked you? I am provoked every day. Do I throw stones? Do I burn cars? Do I do that? Why are you doing it? Who are you to do it? Who are you to justify any kind of violence? Who are you to justify any kind of violence? What is the provocation?
देश के सामने नफरत करने वाले लोगों का समर्थन करते हैं। रतन शारदा शुक्ला जी, आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए।
So don't keep on making these insinuations.
आपको देश से माफी मांगना चाहिए, शर्म आनी चाहिए।
औरंगजेब फैंस कौन है जो गाड़ी जला रहे हैं? ये औरंगजेब फैंस कौन है जो गाड़ी जला रहे हैं?
आप औरंगजेब के नाम पे जब आग लगाते हैं, आप माफी मांगिए। हम किस
तारिक अहमद लारी is on the debate. तारिक अहमद लारी और seeing the violence in Nagpur. ये जो प्रो औरंगजेब ग्रुप्स है, इन्होंने पूरा वहाँ पे हिंसा की है, पत्थरबाजी की है, गाड़ी जला रहे हैं। ये क्या चाहते हैं? आप क्या करना चाहते हैं इनको लेकर? आपकी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू क्या है तारिक अहमद लारी?
कैसे पता?
जरा आवाज लोगों की रुकवाइए, मैं जवाब दे रहा हूँ।
हाँ बोलिए।
देखिए ये जो हिंसा हो रही है ये जो हिंसा हो रही है ये बहुत ही गलत है। अरे मर गया क्या कर रहा है, कौन सा अपना कुछ वो होगा, कुछ नहीं वाला है। क्या करना है झगड़ा करके, क्या करना है लड़ाई करके। अरे वो मर गया, कब्र में लेटा हुआ, भूल जाए यार। दूसरे मर गए, सब मर गए। इतिहास को लेकर झगड़ा नहीं किया जाता है। अपना इतिहास खुद बनाओ, अपना फ्यूचर देखो, अपना इतिहास बनाओ। क्या फायदा है ये सबका। मैं सिर्फ कोई एक
संजू वर्मा
देश को कह रहा हूँ।
कह रहे वक्फ बोर्ड को लेकर सड़क पे आएंगे, उसको समझाओ जरा कि दंगे करके क्या होगा।
अरे भाई कहाँ वक्फ बोर्ड, कहाँ ये दंगा, दंगे पे बात करिए, दंगे पे बात करिए।
You support a party called the Samajwadi Party. When Ram Gopal Mishra was shot at point blank range in October 2024, simply because he wanted to celebrate his Hindu festival with pomp and gaiety. I remember you coming on national TV debates and actually mocking Ram Gopal Mishra's heinous death. You belong to a party where your leader Ram Gopal Yadav, who is the uncle of Akhilesh Yadav, has the audacity to say, यदि लोगों ने कुछ पुलिस पर बम फेंक दिए या सर्कल ऑफिसर अनुज चौधरी पर गोली चला दी तो कौन सी बड़ी बात है। जब बूथ लूटेंगे तो पत्थर चलेंगे। दिस इज व्हाट राम गोपाल यादव सेड, जस्टिफाइंग द वायलेंस अगेंस्ट द सर्कल ऑफिसर ऑफ संभल, अ मैन कॉल्ड अनुज चौधरी हु हैड द गट्स टू से नमाज दिन में 5 बार पढ़ा जाता है, होली साल में 1 बार मनाई जाती है, और इस पर आप लोगों ने बवाल खड़ा कर दिया। क्यों भाई, सारी नसीहत सिर्फ हिंदुओं को देनी है? आप खुद अपने गिरेबान में झांकिए और देखिए, डू यू गाइस फॉलो द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? व्हेन वी से नो हिजाब, you say no, we will follow the Sharia. When we say no halal, you say we will follow the Sharia. When we say implement CAA, you say we want Sharia. When we say implement UCC, you say we will follow the Sharia. When we say no loudspeakers till 6 AM in the morning, you say no, हमको तो
सुलेमान जी
You guys don't believe in the constitution, it's the highway or the highway which is what you believe in.
एक काम करिए अर्नब भाई, ये राम गोपाल जी की बहुत बड़ी फैन है, एक बार डायरेक्ट राम गोपाल जी से इनका अपना संस्था डिबेट करवा दीजिए, इनको जवाब मिल जाएगा। राम गोपाल जी से बहुत अच्छा बात है।
मैं नागपुर के सिचुएशन को लेके बहुत कंसर्न हूँ, जहाँ पे वीएचपी के प्रदर्शन के बाद, जहाँ पे वीएचपी के एंटी औरंगजेब प्रदर्शन के बाद नागपुर के महल इलाके में पथराव, आगजनी, तोड़फोड़ हो रही है। आप जरा मुद्दे पे रहिए, दिस इज अ मैटर ऑफ कंसर्न। मैं नहीं जानता why are vehicles being burned, why are policemen being attacked in Mao and in Nagpur? What is going on? Why are policemen attacked in Mao, policemen attacked in Nagpur? Why is there stone pelting going on? Who are these people who take the law into their own hands? And we are told don't speak. आप secular हो, इस सब चीजों पर कुछ मत बोलिए।
मुझे पूरा यकीन है कि अगर सही से जांच होगी तो जो लोग प्रोटेस्ट करने गए थे वही अर्नब गोस्वामी
कैसे पुलिस के लोगों को मारा जा रहा है, आप देखिए।
को सामने आने दीजिए, पुलिस की जांच।
Put me on the left. Replacing Sanju. Ladies and gentlemen, watch the pictures very closely. Policemen are attacked. हम बैठ के देखते रहेंगे, पुलिस को मारा जा रहा है। माओ में हो, नागपुर में हो, पुलिस पर मारा जा रहा है, पथराव की जा रही है। Our security forces are being attacked. और वहां पे महल इलाके में इस तरह की शोडाउन हो रही है, इस तरह की मारपीट हो रही है, आगजनी हो रही है। Will we remain quiet? Madhuvanti, are you watching this tonight? What are your thoughts? Madhuvanti is on the left. We are really concerned. These are all
absolutely. I don't understand why we have to keep quiet. I'm asking a simple question. Why do we have to keep quiet? What is going on here in Nagpur? Why should we keep quiet? I mean, if the minority in this country has a right to say what they want, the majority in this country cannot talk about a barbaric ruler, is it? Are these inborn Muslims who lived here? These came from somewhere and tried to take over this country. And if you say something about their ruler, people here want to support Aurangzeb. Shame on all of you. And you attack the police, you burn cars, and you create such a ruckus just because Nagpur is the headquarters of the RSS? How dare you? Look at the choice of place also, Arnab. Why Nagpur?
इसलिए आप लोगों को अकबर याद आता है।
Why Nagpur? Give me an answer. Why Nagpur? You just want to try and prove a point. What point are you trying to prove? You're getting afraid because the Hindus of this country have woken up. And the Hindus of this country are not going to tolerate this nonsense anymore. Aurangzeb was a tyrant. Aurangzeb was a barbarian. Aurangzeb was a the last of the bad Mughal rulers. Take it or leave it. Don't try to question the Hindu faith or Dharma by doing these.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have breaking news right now. The police administration. We must all support the security forces. This pro-Aurangzeb group has really carried out terrible violence today. And the police administration is handling the situation, we are told, after the stone pelting and the tense situation in the Mahal area of Nagpur. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis of Maharashtra has appealed to all the citizens they should fully cooperate with the administration in this situation, saying we are constantly in touch with the police administration and citizens should cooperate with them. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has appealed not to believe any rumors and give full cooperation to the administration. Ladies and gentlemen, this very unfortunate violence that has been carried out by people. Everybody has a right to protest, and people who are for the destruction of the Aurangzeb tomb also have a right to protest, but nobody has a right to do this. This terrible situation.
I want to make a small point here.
Sanju wants to come in right now. Ladies and gentlemen, many policemen have been injured and we are getting live reports. We are on the story. Please notice the other channels are not even trying to report what has happened in Nagpur. This is the problem.
Arnab, you are so biased and prejudiced that you said that the protest of Employability is anarchy, but the protest being done by...
Why is this man giving background music?
There was no stone pelting done by the Bajrang Dal, sir. There was no stone pelting done by the Bajrang Dal. उन्होंने पथराव नहीं किया.
And then you get lectures on
Just one.
Owaisi acolytes, all you Owaisi darbaris, all you Owaisi retainers, all you Owaisi jesters, do you have some shame or not?
आपको अरे शर्म आपको नहीं आ रही है, आप सेलिब्रेट होली लोगों के सामने
कर्नाटका सिद्धारमैया says Hindus can't celebrate Holi.
WhatsApp यूनिवर्सिटी का ज्ञान लेकर
In West Bengal, not 24 Parganas, when some policemen support Hindus celebrating Holi, TMC goons actually start attacking the police force. And Mamata Banerjee says the TMC goons have done the right thing by attacking policemen who were actually standing in solidarity with some Hindus who were celebrating Holi in Birbhum and in Burdwan and in North 24 Parganas. That is the state of law and order in West Bengal. That is the state of law and order in Karnataka and Telangana. But you guys will not question Karnataka. You will not question West Bengal. You will not question Himachal Pradesh. आपको सारी दिक्कत बीजेपी से है. आपको सारी दिक्कत RSS से है.
When you ask about Maharashtra, you'll talk about Kerala. When you ask about Uttar Pradesh, you'll talk about Bengal. When you ask about Madhya Pradesh, you'll talk about Andhra. When you ask about Delhi, she will talk about some other state. She cannot talk about, she cannot
say that you are against. Don't you want women to be a part of the Waqf Board? Don't you want the Waqf Act to be more transparent? Don't you want the Waqf Act to be more accountable?
She cannot accept the truth. She cannot accept the truth. Whenever you talk about Maharashtra, the BJP rule is steps, they'll talk about Kerala, Bengal, Andhra, Telangana.
Your problem. Jagdambika Pal was the head of the Waqf committee. 112 hours was...
We are getting some audio there and I'm going live right now. The police, ladies and gentlemen, I'm staying with the visuals. I'm going to go live to the latest pictures. We are very concerned. Shalini, I think today we must make sure, we make one point very clear. All Muslims are not supporting what is being done in... All Muslims are not supporting what the pro-Aurangzeb groups are doing.
It's tragic, Arnab, because they are only going as a pro-Aurangzeb. They have forgotten that we've got Maulana Azad, who has been from this country. We've got Abdul Kalam. We've got Hazrat Begum also here. We've got so many freedom leaders. We've got Zakir Hussain. Why don't they take them as a leadership? Why don't they understand
Tala on the right.
Era of the historical leaders who
at least the Muslim Rashtriya Manch, the outfit of RSS is accepting some Muslims.
Because when you are talking about peaceful protest, then you forget that today there was no peaceful protest.
This is the least you can do. That you acknowledge Maulana Abul Kalam Azad and you acknowledge Abul Kalam the scientist.
The JPC head, Jagdambika Pal ji, that आप लाकर दिखाइए हम देखते हैं. You cannot threaten each and every
RSS at least acknowledges Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Even that's a favor on the Muslims of the country.
And say that was Bajrang Dal or BJP. It is Muslims like you who are not progressive. It is Muslims like you who don't want women to come forward. It is Muslims like you who want to
You won't have the guts to criticize Bajrang Dal and BHP because you will be snatched from the job, the paid job that you are on. You can't, you cannot.
Whose paid job are you on? नहीं, तलामी रशीदी, आप किसकी पेड जॉब कर रहे हो? तलामी रशीदी, I have one question. You put me with him, please. 1 versus 1. तलामी रशीदी, आप ज्यादा बोलने की जरूरत नहीं. आपको मैं सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ. 1 minute. तलामी रशीदी, listen to me, no? Listen to me. आपको प्रॉब्लम क्या हो रही है? I'm showing the pictures from Nagpur in Maharashtra. Ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing the police try to push the mob back. You are seeing the organized mob, the police is pushing them back. Many policemen have been injured. The pro-Aurangzeb groups are attacking the policemen. And my question, full frame please, full frame. Get the ambience off. Let people listen to this. Full frame please. These are the pictures from Nagpur in Maharashtra, ladies and gentlemen, where a pro-Aurangzeb mob has attacked the police. A pro-Aurangzeb mob has attacked the police. And Talami Rashidi, will you acknowledge that, will you at least admit that nobody should be pro-Aurangzeb in India, especially since he killed Guru Tegh Bahadur, since he was so anti-Hindu? Are you anti-Aurangzeb or pro-Aurangzeb?
Arnab,
are you anti-Aurangzeb or pro-Aurangzeb? Are you anti or pro? Are you anti or pro? Why are you not being able to answer a simple question? Are you pro Aurangzeb? आप क्या pro Aurangzeb हो? क्यों तला हमें रशीदी?
बाबर और अकबर का नाम लेता है।
बोल नहीं पाए।
के लोग, ये संघ के लोग, ये बीएसपी के लोग, ये बजरंग दल के लोग रात में इनको नींद नहीं आती जब तक ये औरंगजेब का, बाबर का, अकबर का नाम ना ले ले।
तो आप बाबर सपोर्टर हो? आप औरंगजेब सपोर्टर हैं? आप भारतीय होते हुए औरंगजेब के सपोर्टर हैं?
वो तो औरंगजेब का नाम ही
भारतीय होते हुए औरंगजेब समर्थक है आप?
सवाल है।
क्या आप औरंगजेब के समर्थक हैं?
तो हिंदुस्तान के मुसलमानों पे शक ही नहीं कर सकते।
मैं तो सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ। ये there is one protester who has been caught there, ladies and gentlemen. अब सब पता चल जाएगा जब ये लोग अंदर जाएंगे। जब ये लोग अंदर जाएंगे पता चल जाएगा कौन इनको भड़का रहा था, कौन क्या कर रहा था, चाबी कौन लगा रहा था, कौन किसको भड़का रहा था, सब पता चल जाएगा। Are you pro or anti Aurangzeb?
You cannot ask me this question. It is shameful.
Why should I not ask you? You ask me any question, I'll answer.
आप मेरी हिंदुस्तानी होने पे शक पैदा कर रहे हैं।
मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूँ ना, आप एंटी औरंगजेब है ना? तो बोलिए औरंगजेब was a tyrant, एंटी सनातनी थे, एंटी हिंदू थे, बोलिए क्या प्रॉब्लम है आपको बोलने में? मैं एंटी गोडसे हूँ, मैं एंटी गोडसे हूँ, मगर आप एंटी औरंगजेब है?
रतन शारदा शुक्ला से
मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूँ, मैं एंटी गोडसे हूँ और मैं एंटी औरंगजेब हूँ। आप क्या है? आप क्या है? आप क्या है?
शारदा शुक्ला और बीजेपी प्रवक्ता,
मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूँ ना,
एंटी गोडसे और
आई एम एंटी गोडसे। रतन शारदा इज एंटी गोडसे।
बनाना छोड़ दीजिए।
रतन शारदा इज एंटी गोडसे।
क्या है? What is the comparison? You are trying to compare a person who killed millions of people, who destroyed thousands of temples against Godse, and who said I am Godse supporter? You tell me, why are you crying about Aurangzeb? What is the Aurangzeb status? He killed millions of people. He destroyed thousands of temples. You are trying to bring in Godse to justify your love for Aurangzeb? Did I say I love Godse? Did I say I love Godse? But you say you are admitting you love Aurangzeb by comparing a bloody man, a bloody violent man, a bigot with one person's one violence. You are just trying to justify Aurangzeb. That's all. There is a question. You tell me what is the question of today's riots in Nagpur, except that you want to show Devendra Fadnavis his place. You tell me what is the justification of riots because it's in Nagpur where RSS escort is there. Give me one reason. If you don't like Aurangzeb, whether I take the name of Aurangzeb or Babar, how does that affect you? If I tomorrow give any kind of abuse to somebody who is not related to you, will you get angry? Say, if anybody says Aurangzeb, why you get burnt up?
Why don't you talk
How
about
can
that?
you get burnt up about Aurangzeb if you have no relation with him? Let me speak about it. How does it hurt you? Let me say anything about Mughal. How does it hurt you?
Why don't you talk about
the
the
question of
2 crore
Ladies and
jobs?
gentlemen,
Are you creating?
सुलेमान जी आप एंटी औरंगजेब है ना?
Give me one reason.
सुलेमान जी आप एंटी औरंगजेब है ना कि प्रो औरंगजेब हैं?
Why you so obsessed with Aurangzeb?
ओके तारिक लारी प्रो और एंटी औरंगजेब
मेरी तो हिस्ट्री एंटी औरंगजेब की है भाई, वो हिस्ट्री आपको मालूम है।
अच्छी बात है।
औरंगजेब को हराया है ये तुमने, चौथी बार आ गए।
तो इन्हें बता दीजिए ना तारिक लारी जी, ये तला में रशीदी को प्रॉब्लम क्या है? फिर उनको कहने में प्रॉब्लम क्या हो रही है?
देखिए ये अनडिस्प्यूटेड है कि अखंड भारत का पहले सम्राट थे अशोक, दूसरे अखंड भारत के राजा थे, महाराजा थे, बादशाह थे, वो थे औरंगजेब। ये कहने में हमको कोई संकोच नहीं, ये भी कहने में हमको संकोच नहीं कि हाँ वो इस देश का राजा था।
संजू वर्मा, संजू
राजा था, संजू राजा है, मोदी यहाँ पे प्राइम मिनिस्टर है, जैसे है हमें पसंद हो कहना तो है, वैसे औरंगजेब का।
विनोद बंसल ऑफ द VHP इज देयर। विनोद बंसल विश्व हिंदू परिषद के हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। विनोद बंसल जी, ये VHP के प्रदर्शन के बाद में हुआ है, मैं अर्णब गोस्वामी बोल रहा हूं। ये जो भी हुआ इट हैज हैपेंड आफ्टर द VHP प्रोटेस्ट अगेंस्ट औरंगजेब। तो आपको क्यों लगता है ये ऑर्गेनाइज्ड प्रोटेस्ट लग रही है आपको?
नहीं, इट्स नॉट ऑर्गेनाइज्ड प्रोटेस्ट, इट इज द ऑर्गेनाइज्ड अटैक। It is the organized attack on Hindu community. You see, our protest was ended by the afternoon only, and after the ending of the protest, the meeting was convened in the masjid. What the initial information I got from the site is that the meeting was convened after the prayer in the mosque, and lot many Muslim ladies and men were come out of the mosque and keep on attacking on the Hindu properties, the vehicles, and other things on the site. Actually, whatever they see, they attack them and brutally try to murder them. Actually, and so many. I have. Youth. इन्होंने
आप जो ना ये सच्चाई के ठेकेदार मत बनिए आप। अब जो औरंगजेब
बंसल जी लाउड है, बंसल जी। When there has been such a big incident, I will only close by saying one thing, viewers. Please remember, do not trust this Lutean media. और इन्होंने कवर भी नहीं किया बड़ी तरीके से। Such a big incident has happened, they are trying to cover it up, and tomorrow they'll put it in 1 minute news. That is the problem में मीडिया वालों की यही प्रॉब्लम होती है कि जब ये बड़ी खबर होती है, इतना बड़ा वहां पे इतनी बड़ी हिंसा हो गई है, आगजनी हुई है, ये छोटी बात नहीं है। छोटी बात है आपके लिए होगी भाई, आप स्यूडो सेक्युलर लोग हैं, हमारे लिए नहीं है, हमारे लिए नहीं है, राष्ट्रवादियों के लिए नहीं है। Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you, and I'm continuing breaking news on this after a small commercial break. We are all concerned with the situation in Nagpur, and we need to go micro into the circumstances that led to it and the conspiracy behind it when I'm back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग शिप भी बन सकती है।
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Go SpaceX, go NASA Crew 10. Copy, 1 Alpha.
And liftoff of Crew 10 now
vehicles pitching downrange.
Space Station. 1.7 million pounds of thrust now propelling Falcon 9 and
Waiting to watch Crew 10 take off today.
separating from one another. Then the single Merlin binding engine on the second stage will ignite. We're continuing to get good call outs on the first stage performance so far.
Main engine cut off.
Falcon 9 second stage.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
When Ravichandran Ashwin retired from international cricket in the middle of the Border Gavaskar Trophy series against Australia, many felt it came too soon. After all, Ashwin was still performing at a high level in home conditions and was beginning to contribute more and more with the bat too whenever he got the chance to do so. But Ashwin has now revealed that he wanted to retire much before December. He had planned to call it quits after his 100th test, which came against England at Dharamshala in January 2024. What's more, he had even called former India captain MS Dhoni to hand over the special memento he received, but Dhoni was unable to make it. I called MS Dhoni for my 100th test in Dharamshala to hand over the memento. I wanted to make that my last test, but he couldn't make it, Ashwin said. However, Ashwin did not regret Dhoni's absence as, according to him, he received a much better gift from him when he was bought by the Chennai Super Kings at the IPL 2025 auction. I didn't think he would give me the gift of getting me back to CSK. It's a much better one. So thank you, MS, for
Stay with the big breaking story this minute coming in from Nagpur, Maharashtra, where tension has gripped central Nagpur when stones were hurled at the police amid rumours. That was spread about burning of a holy book. It's rumours during an agitation. This was during an agitation for the removal of the Aurangzeb tomb. 4 people have been injured. Going through the details that we have this minute, police fired tear gas shells, resorted to cane charge to disperse the mob. This is in the Chitnis Park, Mahal areas. Violence also reported which spread to Kotwali, Ganesh Pet, late afternoon. Visuals that came in from the evening on your pictures right now. These are live pictures coming in from Nagpur. Stone pelting reported in Nagpur, ladies and gentlemen. Heavy police deployment here, and we're getting in the live pictures. Republic TV is live from Nagpur, Maharashtra. Officials saying that the Chitnis Park to Shukravari Talav road belt most affected by violence as per preliminary information, where a few 4-wheelers were also set afire by rioters. This is the police trying to bring the situation under control. Stones were also thrown at the homes of residents. Tear gas shells being fired to try and quell the mob. The police making announcements there on your screen. Police making announcements trying to clear the mob and the rioters who were present at this particular location, where stones were also thrown at some homes of residents. My colleague Shavan is also joining me live. I'll go across to him in just a few seconds. Police on your screen trying to disperse mobs believed to be in thousands. The trouble began this evening, shortly after Bajrang Dal members demonstrated near the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj statue in the Mahal area of Nagpur. And according to the police, rumours spread that led to the agitation. Videos of a few groups' demonstration quickly going viral. leading to this clash that you see here. The police on your screen, look at that. Police, these are live pictures coming in. Police on your screen trying to bring the situation under control as several vehicles were set ablaze in Nagpur earlier this evening. Meanwhile, we have Devendra Fadnavis, the Maharashtra Chief Minister, who has also responded. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has called for peace, has asked for people not to believe in rumors. His appeal, Fadnavis's appeal, coming amid violence that gripped several areas in central Nagpur and as we speak continues to rage on in many other parts amid rumors that were spread this evening. Okay, Shravan, my colleague, is live. I'm going across to him. Shravan, what's the latest? What can you tell us about the situation? We are seeing live pictures coming in of the police trying to bring the situation under control. Shravan.
Well, in fact, as far as the reinforcements are concerned on the ground, we are being told that there has now been increased. This is after rumors sparked violence in central Nagpur. This was after two groups actually clashed a short while back. We're now being told these are the live visuals now coming in from central Nagpur, where the police is resorting to lathi charge, particularly after a group of policemen were basically targeted by a few people who were protesting there in central Nagpur. The latest now coming in from the Nagpur police is stating that they suspect that there were some rumors that were being spread leading to this kind of an agitation on the ground. In fact, this has also led to arsoning a short while back with police vehicles being torched. Right now, the situation essentially being handled by the police with the Chief Minister stepping in right now, appealing for calm. That's the latest now coming in from the Maharashtra government too. In fact, there are deliberations are going on within the DGP's office to particularly increase the kind of deployment right now to ensure that the situation remains under control. Remember, there have been protests that have been taking place in central Nagpur this afternoon, but thereafter there were complaints that were received by the police that a certain group was trying to spread rumors, because of which what we are seeing right now on the ground that has led to large-scale violence.
I have a more detailed statement coming in from the Chief Minister of Maharashtra as well. Shravan, I'm just taking our viewers through that. Devendra Fadnavis, the Maharashtra Chief Minister, saying police managing the situation following stone pelting and tense situation in the Mahal area. Devendra Fadnavis put out a statement some time back. These are pictures that came in from earlier. We have live pictures and pictures that came in earlier as well. Devendra Fadnavis also holds the home portfolio in Maharashtra, saying that he's in constant contact with the police, asking the police to cooperate with the people. Nagpur is a peaceful city. Devendra Fadnavis' statement saying Nagpur is a peaceful city where people share in each other's joys and sorrows, which has always been Nagpur's tradition. Do not believe in any rumors. Devendra Fadnavis saying rumors may have led to this violence. Shravan, I think we also have Nitin Gadkari's soundbite. I'll play that soundbite out. I'd like you to translate over that soundbite, Shravan. I'm playing the soundbite, Nitin Gadkari playing the soundbite, and then Shravan, my colleague, will translate it live.
नागपूरमध्ये काही अफवा पसरल्यामुळे धार्मिक तणाव निर्माण होण्याची स्थिती निर्माण झाली आहे. या सर्व
परिस्थितीत that broke out in Nagpur, making an appeal that people should remain calm.
सर्व बांधवांना विनंती आहे.
I'm making an appeal to every person to believe in the forces. I'm making an appeal to everyone to ensure that the tradition in Nagpur is followed and people maintain calm. I have full confidence that people will follow the appeal that has been made by the forces. The Chief Minister too has made an appeal a short while back. And I'm hoping that you will also help the police. Now that was the Union Minister making that appeal to people of Nagpur to maintain peace. This after the Chief Minister too has also stepped in. A short while back, Nirajan, also reports coming in that the Maharashtra DGP taking a stock of the situation right now. These are the live shots now coming in to control the groups there. Remember, the situation actually aggravated after a rumor that was sparked that a holy book was burnt, because of which this kind of a violence actually broke out. And they suspect that this was largely being done to incite violence. In fact, resulting in a situation where the police has been targeted. 25 police personnel, we're being told, that's the initial estimate now coming in, were targeted by the group. An additional reinforcement has also been brought in. Maharashtra Chief Minister making an appeal right now to the people of Nagpur to maintain calm. A short while back, there was also a message that was put out by the Union Minister, Nitin Gadkari, who's also stepped in, requesting the people not to pay heed to any sort of rumors. Because remember, there's been a larger a political controversy that also broke out this afternoon, with the Chief Minister really stepping in, saying that one cannot take law and order onto their hands right now. That's the latest now coming in, Niranjan.
I'm just going to, read out what I have in terms of an official, press release that came out. Details of what happened. These are live pictures, Shavan. See that police, along with paramilitary forces, men and women, male and female officers, trying to bring the situation under control. So it is still a tense situation. These are live pictures coming in from Nagpur, Maharashtra. The police is complete focus. Paramilitary forces also joining the police in their efforts to bring situation under control in Nagpur. These are latest pictures coming in. Now, some of the worst affected areas are Chitnis Park, Mahal areas. Violence also reportedly spreading to Kotwali, Ganesh Pet, late evening, and Chitnis Park to Shukravari Talav road belt. Most affected by the violence, as per the preliminary information that came in, where some four-wheelers were set ablaze by rioters. Stones were also thrown at some residents' homes. Police, as we speak, trying to disperse the mobs. There were thousands of them. There were thousands of them on the streets. And these are live pictures. We're getting you live pictures from Nagpur, ladies and gentlemen, as the police go from one street to the next, clearing out the mobs, bringing the situation under control. You had the pictures of thousands of them on the streets of Nagpur trying to create chaos, and all of it over a rumor. It's a rumor, as clarified, as made clear by the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shavan. What more do we know? Because he's made it clear, do not believe in rumors.
Well, in fact, just the timeline that we are getting in right now, there was a clash that took place this afternoon. This was after a rumor that a holy book was burnt, which turns out to be untrue. Despite that, you've had the group rioting. In fact, this happened in Chitnis Park and Mahal areas, as you just pointed out. In fact, this has now spread to a few other areas that you pointed out with regards to central. This is in central Nagpur, is what we are being told. This is after you've had one group protesting in central Nagpur over Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj statue in Mahal area, and thereafter this leading to more rumors being spread, videos that were basically circulated. And what we are being told that after these videos were circulated, the police were